And we're recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch and Bates. I am your co-host Dibo, along with my other co-hosts Matt and Owen.
How you doing? We got a debut guest. Austin, welcome to the pod.
What up, y'all? What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
I do like the profile pic. I think
hey,
I think it's a good alternative to not having a camera.
hey, I do what I gotta do, baby. I gotta rep my city, 2023 champs. So, it is what it
Okay,
is.
okay, right. So, of course, we're gonna talk about the NBA Finals today and what happened last night. And before we like to get into it, this is for Austin and Owen. Quick question: How long have y'all been Nuggets fans for?
Since as
For as
long as
long
I
as
can
I can
remember.
remember.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can't make that shit up. I mean, I,
Yeah,
I
I
would like
mean,
to say since I was born, but everyone that knows that's not exactly how it is. So
I
as
Right.
long as I can
mean,
remember is more accurate.
yeah,
Oh,
like, living here, going to Nuggets games since, I was being a young kid. Like Nuggets pretty much was my first exposure to basketball. So I'd like to say, yeah, same thing as long as I can remember. You
all
know.
right. Do you guys remember a specific year to where y'all first started watching the Nuggets play, or you guys can't do that?
I'd like to. I mean, I think my first kind of exposure, I know for sure, was definitely playing like the old like NBA Live, NBA 2Ks on like the PS2, like NBA Live '05, like '06, all of them teams that had like the Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, AI. Those teams, I remember playing with those teams like in the old NBA Live, NBA 2Ks. That was like my first kind of like experience with the Nuggets and with professional basketball and whatnot. And then I was, old enough able to go to real games and whatnot. So I'd probably say, '06, '07, around that time, give or take.
In a
All right.
way.
And
Oh
Nah,
oh
six,
three,
oh
dead ass.
seven.
baby.
You were born in '04.
I was
No,
born
he's
in
born
'03,
'03.
so
Oh, there's no
All
way though.
right.
3 years old and you're playing NBA Live?
yeah, I remember going over to my
I don't know
cousin's
about
house,
it.
bro, because they had the OG consoles and stuff, bro, and
Uh,
playing
Wait.
2K and
So how
live.
did you know? So how did you know how to like work the controller?
Exactly. Oh, we're hella
Yeah.
calling these dudes
Because I mean, it's not that
I'm just asking a
complicated. Come on
question.
now, but I'm just
Oh,
saying, bro, because my cousins taught me. That's who I learned from. All my gaming experience, I learned from my cousins, bro.
Yeah, he ain't got
So,
no big bro.
yeah,
fair.
no,
Uh,
that was like I'd probably say my first like experience with it before watching on TV and going to real games and stuff. So,
all right. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Owen's turn.
It's like a debate, except we're not debating anything. We're just celebrating. No, one of my earliest memories was that the first house I lived in. I came home after I got my cast put on my leg when I broke my leg. So this was around when I was 4 years old, and I remember it was like I had nothing to do because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap on the couch until the Nuggets game starts. And I remember that moment pretty vividly because I was pretty, I was in my feelings at 4 years old.
All right.
It was a
broken
rough
leg.
time. Yeah, it
That's
was a rough
wild.
time. So I was like, well, the
Mhm.
Nuggets still can get me out of this sadness temporarily. Yeah, no, that's me. Or that's my like one of my first stories with them.
All right. One more question, and then we're gonna go to the main show. Other than last night, of course, what was your guys' favorite moment of being a Nuggets fan?
us.
Like of
Last
all
question.
time or like just this season?
Not all time.
All time.
That
All right,
Ty Law
this will
that
be
Ty
like
Lawson game against the Thunder.
that one
Oh, we
was
we need
good.
the we need
The
the.
how court
Oh my
buzzer,
god,
yes. Um,
man, it was cool.
I don't know. Let me think. I don't know. I've had like cool experiences just because I've been to different games, different times and whatnot. I haven't been to any playoff games. Like that's still on the bucket list. I want to go to a playoff game because that just the atmosphere and everything is different. As far as favorite experiences, like ever as a Nuggets fan, I went to a game that they retired Mutombo's jersey with my cousin. That was pretty cool.
Ooh,
That was special.
that's class.
Um, yeah, but I don't know. That's definitely up there. I don't know if I could just give one specific one, but if I had to choose, that one was pretty cool. So,
What about you, Owen?
Hmm.
I was talking to Debo about this. The 2013. playoffs, the first round, first game 1. We were
versus
there.
the Warriors.
Yeah, versus the Warriors,
Yep.
and Andre Miller hit
Yes,
that
sir.
game-winning
The
layup.
dagger.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite moment aside from what happened yesterday.
That's pretty electric. Yeah.
I got one more
Shit,
question.
bro.
I got one more question.
Man, we're getting
To
grilled
prove to me
today,
that you're
huh?
real Nuggets fans, name this legend.
Aaron Aflalo.
Yeah,
That's class. That's class.
but
I
That was
could
a
barely
layup.
like even see your phone
Aflalo
too.
is, bro.
That was a layup too.
Yeah,
Isn't Aaron Aflalo? Isn't he like part of the? Oh no, that's a different player. Never mind.
Well, I was trying to throw him off. You guys couldn't see, but I was trying to throw you off with the number 6 because he wore like
Man.
three. He wore like 2 or 3.
He had like two
ones.
different numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, let's get into it, bro.
That's a good thing. Yeah. So let's do it. So of course, Nuggets win their first ever NBA championship in franchise history last night, beating the Miami Heat in 5 games. Nuggets win 94-89. Jokic led the way, of course, 28, 16, and 4 on 12 and 18 shooting. MPJ was the second leading scorer on Denver with 16 on 7 for 17. And on the other side, but Jimmy Butler, he led the Heat with 21 on 5 for 18 shooting. And Bam, he had double-double, 20 and 12 on 9 for 10 shoot. No, 9 for 20 shooting. My fault. And so, how do you feel about the game last night?
Matt, real quick before I start talking, I want to ask you because you were at the game.
Oh, please.
Man.
Yeah, dude, I want to
Lucky.
know what the environment
Yes.
was like,
man.
It was probably the best crowd. I've gone to a couple playoff games. I was at the game. Like you guys did. I didn't get to answer this question because I'm not a Nuggets fan. But when Dibo asked the question like, "What was your favorite moment in Nuggets history?" I was at the game when Dame just could not miss. Like the game where KD tweeted like, "Oh, this is a
dude, that was
spiritual
nuts.
experience."
Yeah.
That was like that was a crazy game, but that crowd didn't compare to this. I was at another game against Portland, the one where CJ McCollum had like his legacy game 7.
I was gonna say, is that the game 7 or yeah.
Yeah, game 7. But the crowd was like unmatched. Like literally, like you could just like walk in and you didn't even have to like say anything. You could just like it was just like in the
Feel
air. You
it.
could literally feel the
Yeah.
excitement and like the
That's lit.
anticipation. So it was pretty cool. And I wasn't sitting close at all. Like I was third section. Not that I'm complaining, but you felt like you were like right on the court. Like just with how many people there were. Like obviously it was packed out, but the crowd. Denver has an underrated crowd. I'm gonna say that Denver has an underrated crowd, and not enough people know that.
And not
Like,
the 6 man.
Denver's a hard place to play. Like
Right.
people like to blame it on the altitude, but that crowd is elite.
Hey, compare that to what Miami did this in the finals, man. It was just night and day.
For sure.
When the games, when they were in Miami, it wasn't like as lit as it was in Ball Arena. In Ball Arena, throughout this whole playoff run, it was electric. Of course, me and Austin, we went to the Game 4 watch party. So, basically a sold out crowd.
Yeah.
And it felt exactly like like them
Like
actually
they were playing
on the
there at
court,
home. Yeah.
in Denver. So yeah, man, shout out to the Nuggets fans out there. All the real Nuggets fans.
Let's go
No
Nuggets Nation.
bandwagoners.
Yeah.
All the Nuggets fans that have been through this grind, been through the days of Randy Foy.
Man,
JJ
don't disrespect
Hickman.
Randy Foy like that, man.
I'm just saying, like
Terrell Arthur.
Anthony Randolph, Brian Shaw being the head coach.
Trey
for 1
Lyles,
year.
Brian Shaw. Oh god.
When
Oh, my
altitude, when people can watch altitude, games on
still can't?
altitude.
Yeah, I still can.
Yeah, they still can,
You know what I'm
but
saying,
when
bro.
everybody couldn't watch games on altitude for the 2019 season, bro. Times like that, man. Hey, this was for the real Nuggets fans who've been there throughout. So hey, congrats to them.
Yeah, and I want to talk. You were talking about how it was a 9-day difference between the two teams, Nuggets and the Heat. I mean, it really was. It was like I hate to be quoting my guy Flight Reacts, but he's like it's like a 99 overall team playing an 87 overall team, and it pretty much sums it up. I remember watching after the Heat took down the Bucks, and I was joking around with my friend. I was like, man, It's like I can't believe the Heat just took down the Bucks, man. It's like they're going all the way. And like, that was a complete joke. And he was like, oh, dude, if the Heat get to the finals and we're taking on them, that's a free ring. And I couldn't have agreed more with him, and it's held true. So it just makes me happy.
Sure.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to talk about relating to the championship? You want to talk about Jokic first? You want to talk about the performances? What do you guys want to talk about?
Dude, the game was dog shit last night, but
it was
Been
dog
nice.
shit. Yeah, the Nuggets, they shot bad, of course. I believe in the first half they went 1 for 15 from three, but at the end of the day, they pulled it off. Good teams, when you play bad, you grind out results like this, and at the end of the day, they pulled it off at home, and they're NBA champions, and you can't take that away from them.
Yeah.
you really can't. No,
Yeah,
I will say I'm happy for Michael Porter Jr. too. He had a little bit of a bounce back game, even though he only had 16 points. That's like a massive game compared to what he's been having in
how he
these finals.
You couldn't hit a jump
Yeah.
shot still, though.
He could not
Dude,
buy
yeah,
a
it was a
jumper,
He
bro.
disaster.
didn't do the whole series. I have his field goal percentages right here.
Trash.
From overall from the field, he went 33%, and then from three, 14% from the field from three.
These are the entire finals or just last night?
The entire finals.
Damn.
Yeah, but then go look at his like playoff numbers though, because I'm sure even though he shot that poorly, it probably didn't affect too much of his actual whole playoff numbers because of how good of a shooter he actually is. He was just in a slump. He like that movie Thunderstruck.
Said Thunderstruck.
Not
Wait,
Thunderstruck.
KD got his talents.
KD got his
taken
power
away.
yoinked.
He is baby KD.
Baby
Is that his
KD is
nickname?
wild.
6'10" man that can shoot.
Nah, but yeah.
All right. So in total, MPJ, he shot 42% from the field and then 35% from three. The whole playoff run.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously those aren't like, historic numbers or anything, but he contributed to what he needed to do, and
That's
win it
respectable.
out. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's the
it's just
scary
not
thing,
falling, bro.
That's the scary thing, though, is that like the Nuggets. I mean, I don't want to I will say they kind of steamrolled through the West and through the entire playoffs this season.
Facts.
They did.
I mean, that's with MPJ not being MPJ. Like, what happens next year when obviously we know Jokic is going to be Jokic. Obviously, we assume it's healthy Jamal. It's not bubble Jamal, so we assume he'll continue to play like
Yeah,
this.
Jamal will probably get an All-Star next year.
I hope
So
so.
what happens when MPJ steps up? What happens?
Dude,
Because KCP's a known playoff performer.
It could mean good
Bruce Brown,
stuff,
if he
bro.
comes back, will obviously be Bruce Brown. And you still have guys like Christian Brown and Peyton Watson developing.
Yeah, you got young guys. You got Thomas Bryant, probably be getting a little bit more off the bench next year, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your money on TB, baby.
Do not put your money on TB at all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that, folks. If you want to save money, don't do that.
Yeah, we could be seeing a breakout season for MPJ though, which I would love.
I mean, what does a breakout season for MPJ look like?
Yeah, what is his ceiling?
I would say he could probably average like 23, 24
I was
a game.
Say probably 22, 23. I mean, that's if he's consistent, of course. Health.
Yeah, and I mean, we know how efficient he shoots, right?
Yeah.
He
see
the volume. He averaged 17 this season.
Yeah.
He averaged 17 this season, but it really just boils down to, is he getting more opportunities? Because,
that's true.
Like we said, he is efficient, so it's like he's averaging an efficient 17. So if they give him more opportunity, then maybe that does go up to 23.
I think the thing is, the teams are going to be scheming to try and stop the Jokic and Murray two-man, so that might open up more opportunities for MPJ, AG, because they're going to be too focused on stopping the pick and roll, stopping the two-man action. Might open up some more opportunities for him. He just has to knock it down. That's the thing.
For sure.
I don't know if it's confidence or mechanics or what, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So
yeah. And I hope we don't see this. I don't think Denver is the type of organization to do this. But what a lot of teams do after a long postseason run, since they have like a shorter offseason and shorter summer to like take a rest, is like they'll load manage throughout the year. And I could see MPJ, although he does have some injury history, I could see him being like one of the players who doesn't really get as much load management. I could see it going more to the Jamal and Jokic's. So like, there will be some games where MPJ is looked at to be the first scoring option.
I could see that.
I
That's true.
I don't think they would low manage like that. Denver.
Denver's
One of
not
the
that
things.
Yeah, I don't think Jokic, as far as like his work ethic, I don't think he would allow himself to load manage, even if it's like small
Swear. You're
quantities. I
telling
think
me
he
if
cares
they
too
told
much
Jokic you
about
could
it.
just stay at home for one day,
Yeah,
yeah, miss work for one day, he's not taking that
I don't
opportunity?
think he's doing it. Yeah, so
And like in the general public and in media spaces as well, they usually clown on Jokic for his size and his
he's
weight.
being out of shape.
Some fat
Exactly.
jokes being thrown on the side here and there.
Yeah.
But one of the most underrated parts of his game is honestly his durability, his ability to be consistently playing like night in, night out for an 82 game season year after year. And we've seen that for the past 5-6 years, ever since he became like the cornerstone piece of the franchise. So I just want to give him a shout out for that as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude's conditioning is crazy. It might not
Oh,
look like it,
100%.
and he might not look like the most ripped dude, or he's not, sprinting up and down the court running a 4-some-40. But a man of that size being able to move and be available for 82 games, like his conditioning is insane, bro. I think
Yeah,
it's definitely overrated or
right,
underrated.
underrated,
I was
of
about to
course.
say, I was like, that's
And
crazy.
right,
Nah,
yeah,
he's for sure in basketball. He
yeah.
might not be in like gym shape, but he's in basketball shape, and he's probably in more basketball shape than like 95% of the league.
Right.
Exactly.
And if you look at the games he's played over each season in his entire career, it's just very consistent. His rookie year, he had 80. Throughout the rest of his career, second season, 73, 2017, 75, 80, 73, 72, 74, and this season, 69. Okay, I thought I was gonna get a joke, but let me continue. As
69.
right, sorry. I thought someone was gonna say
Nice.
I was getting ready for it. But as I was saying, right, you're guaranteed to get 70 games at minimum from Jokic year in year out, and for some players in the league like an Embiid, you can't really say that about them. You really can't.
You can't. This was probably Embiid's like healthiest year. And how many games did he play? Wasn't he like barely at 70?
It was like 63,
right
64
around,
around the.
No,
I don't know.
I thought
I
he
think
played more games than Jokic this year. Never mind, he had 66.
66. Yeah.
Um,
I think we know what we've come to expect from Joel Embiid, man. You know what he's going to give you night in and night out.
the regular
And
season performer.
yeah, I mean, obviously he hasn't had the greatest success postseason, but hopefully a new coach, new man, maybe not new management, but just a whole revamp in the 76ers. If James Harden gets out of there, they start rebuilding and whatnot. I think it might be good for him, but I definitely think, it's kind of we know what we're gonna expect. We know what he's gonna give you, but
Yeah,
it's really just up to his health. Future Nick.
hell no.
Shout out to that one guy
Hell
on Lunchroom Debates who said that Jokic was MVP before the ballots came out. I forgot who it was, but I think his name started with an M or something.
Hey.
I would have given it to Giannis, but that's okay.
We know.
I mean,
But
yeah.
I do want to say something. I brought some stats with me. We all know if you listen to the show,
Came strapped.
if you regularly tune in, I bring like one stat an episode.
Matt, the stat guy.
The stat I brought was about the Nuggets defense, right? So round one versus the Timberwolves, the Nuggets held the Timberwolves to one game under 100 points. They scored 80 points that game. It was game one of the series. Second series versus the Suns. The Suns didn't crack 100 in one of the games, and in two of the other games, they hit 100 and 102. So barely hitting 100. And a lot of those were garbage time points, as we know. I guess the Lakers had a game where they barely cracked 100, and then in the finals, the Heat were under 100 4 out of 5 games. The Nuggets narrative about them not playing defense and Jokic is a poor defender and MPJ can't defend and Jamal is poor on defense. It's overrated. And it's a dead narrative. It's a dead narrative, and it kind of shows that you're not watching ball.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all called me
Exactly.
crazy when I said that too. Don't think I
well,
don't remember.
Damn, bro said he kept the receipts.
when did you say it?
Bro, I've been saying it, but what? The whole season.
I'm gonna need to see the receipts.
I said Jokic is a good
I'm gonna
defender.
need to see the receipts though.
I said Jokic
wouldn't
is a
say,
good defender, and then the Nuggets defense is not a problem.
I wouldn't say good defender. I would say
That's crazy, bro.
I would say like good team defender, but in as a whole, like average, with signs of being above average. I wouldn't say
That's
he's like straight up good.
crazy, bro.
I wouldn't say straight up good.
I don't know. He's definitely not a poor defender like a lot of the media and everyone was saying. He's not
100%.
No.
a
He's
bad
not a cone.
defender.
He's not a
Yeah,
cone.
that
Yeah.
meme of the Bruce Brown meme with D'Lo.
Yeah.
Is that on the
I mean,
cone?
I think more of it. I think more of it is just like Michael Malone. Like, I think what he's done. Like, I think he's finally convinced MPJ, who like MPJ was getting blocks and getting double doubles out of nowhere this series,
Yeah.
and in the playoffs really. And it was like, it just felt like Michael Malone convinced him that like, hey, you're 7 foot and you got a pretty big wingspan. Like, you
Yeah.
should be at least an average defender. Like, there's no reason for you to be a liability. And
I
think like,
definitely I agree. I know it's not necessarily defense, but I really enjoyed MPJ's rebounding because first couple of seasons you can definitely tell he was, I don't know, maybe not timid, but not going for boards, O boards, D boards, whatever, crashing like he was, especially in these last few games. I think especially because the shooting and whatnot wasn't too stellar, so you wanted to provide some sort of stat, some sort of contribution. Um, I definitely think, his rebounding and his effort and whatnot on defense, and especially rebounding, have gone
yeah.
up. So we love to see it.
No, yeah. And his rebounds, I just looked it up. His rebounds went up. He averaged 3 more rebounds per game come playoff time, which, as we know, those rebounds are
Yeah.
crucial down the stretch. And he was the second leading rebounder for the Nuggets, only behind Jokic. So
Exactly.
it's like, and those were big rebounds. A lot of those were to close out possessions. A lot of those were offensive rebounds.
Second chance points, exactly.
Exactly. And if you're getting that type of effort and contribution from him, I mean, it's hard to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah,
Very hard.
I hit you with a little bit of an analogy here. Up until this season, I've always kind of looked at MPJ on anything other than the offensive end, so just like the defensive end pretty much, but also like rebounding, right? I've seen him as kind of the same, like a small forward version of DeAndre Ayton. Does that make sense?
Can you explain?
Go into
Bro,
that.
you're losing me here.
You see so many
You're losing me
clips.
here.
You see so many clips of DeAndre Ayton. Like the ball will go up and he'll just watch.
You're saying like he doesn't
he's not
have a
there.
heart for it, or he's just not like
he just doesn't really
He has no
care to
motor?
be in there fighting for it.
yeah.
Whereas, and that's what I'm saying. Like up until this season, that's what I saw in MPJ. He was just wanting to be the shooter, and that's like all
Exactly.
you want to do. But this
'Cause-
season, Malone somehow he poked enough buttons in MPJ for MPJ to realize that I can be in there. I'm 6'10". Like
Exactly.
I can
You know
be
how-
in
you
there
know
grabbing
why?
the board.
You can
You
go
know,
snag,
you know what?
bro.
You know what he
Yeah.
did?
What's
Told
that?
him about this. He told him
Yeah.
if you do it, we'll get a ring.
Probably.
Facts.
Probably just
I
had
mean, would
had
that
him in
not
the
convince
gym.
you if you were a player?
Rebounded.
That's true.
mean,
Chips matter.
Especially
It's
because think
probably a
about it
whole
this
bunch
way,
of
right?
it,
Think about it this way. MPJ had all his shooting struggles, as we said. Dibo, what was he shooting from three? You said 14% or something?
14%.
Yeah.
How easy is it to take MPJ off the court if he's not doing the defense, if he's not rebounding, and we already said he's shooting 14% from three? It's a lot easier to take him off the court.
Yeah, that
When
turns
he's
into
not
like
doing
Jared
that.
Vanderbilt.
But if he's being
Vando.
the second leading rebounder on a team, he's playing competent defense. He's switching. He has his hands up, and he's not really fouling. He wasn't really giving them a
Exactly.
lot of free points at the line.
That's what I'm
Then
saying. He's
I think he could stay on the
contributing.
court and he could still be a threat because even with his shooting struggles, the Miami Heat were still like damn near face guarding him close to it because they know if he sees one going, it might be wraps.
That's what I'm saying. As long as he's able to contribute, in other ways, maybe not even necessarily scoring, but creating opportunities for everybody else. He had some pretty good cuts, a couple backdoors and whatnot, got some good dunks, just creating good looks for everybody else, providing energy. And like you said, being disciplined on defense, not fouling, sliding his feet, whatever. I think if he continues to do that, we could see a whole bunch of success. So whatever Mike Malone's doing, I hope he keeps it up, bro.
Michael Malone. I hope you didn't
That's
forget about
true.
that word.
You always gotta keep in mind about that. It's not Mike. It is Michael. Michael Malone.
He even
I
corrected
don't
the
know the
one
man
lady.
like that. Yeah, it's Michael.
Michelle Malone.
It's crazy.
Right. And while we're at it, just praising the Nuggets right now for their success, their championship run. I also would like to give a shout out to their front office, especially general manager Calvin Booth. Bro, Calvin Booth, very under the radar.
Yeah, Calvin
One of
Booth
the best
masterclass.
GMs in the league by
Cranky dude.
far.
Yes, sir.
He's been with the team since 2020, if I'm correct. And the moves he's made to get them where they are now, it's unbelievable. Of course, before the season, the 2 years where they were first round exits, probably the biggest problem with their team was the wing defending. We saw in their series against the Suns and the Warriors. They had trouble guarding the perimeter, easy buckets from three. And the NBA, you need wings, man. It's a wings league, and
Yes, sir.
you need defenders as well. 3D defenders that can play well as two-way players. And what do? Okay, we get Aaron Gordon from the Magic. The Magic, they're on a fire sale. We trade away the first to get him. He was in
And
promotion
RJ
during this
Hampton.
playoff run. Yeah, and RJ Hampton too. Aaron Gordon,
How about that?
bro, X Factor, unsung hero, played
Yes,
great in the finals, man.
Most underrated point of the team. Continue.
Right.
We'll get to him.
This offseason too, you get guys like Bruce Brown, KCP, savvy moves, bring in veterans who've been here before. KCP, he was on the Lakers team when he won the bubble. He's one of the best role players in the league. Bruce Brown, he was one of the best role players in the league in Brooklyn too, as well. You get them on very cheap deals. They contributed to winning a title. The draft as well, getting guys like Christian Brown, rookie. Bro, he a rookie in the finals, man. He hooping like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He cooking
He
Jimmy.
hooping.
Yeah.
He playing D.
He
He hooping.
Yeah, he's a
KU.
huge
From
contributor.
KU.
Like,
National champion at KU. He's been here before. He's not worried about the finals. He's seen these moments before.
state
And also
champ.
getting vets like
National
Jeff Green, DeAndre Jordan, and Ish Smith. Vets that even though they didn't get as much game time this postseason run, they've been in the NBA for a very long time. And so they're teaching the younger guys to win, teach the younger guys to adapt to tight situations where they got to close out games and just pull out wins. And that's what they did. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Calvin Booth for that because, man, he's doing a fantastic job constructing this roster.
100%.
Yeah, he flicked all the right switches, man.
Yeah.
Made all the right calls, and it's worked. I know it sounds crazy coming from a Nuggets fan, but we fucking steamrolled these playoffs, like without like a question. 4 losses. That's pretty impressive.
Was it 16-4 in the playoffs?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was 16.
Then it won at home. Like, that's crazy,
Yeah, I think
bro.
we're only behind the 2017 Warriors and 2001 Lakers for least losses
in a playoff series.
Playoff run,
Playoff run, yeah.
Hey,
For a
shout out
championship
Jeff
run,
Green.
man.
I don't know if you guys saw a video. There was like somebody from the Nuggets PR team, and they went to like Jeff Green while he was walking in the tunnel, like before pregame, and she was like, "Jeff, can you tell me all the teams you've played for?" And he couldn't even do it.
Yeah, he forgot the Clippers.
He forgot the Clippers. Yeah, he missed the Clippers.
Did he? Oh my God, he played for the Clippers.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Man has
just
played
name
for
what team he's
everyone,
played
bro.
for them.
What the fuck?
Shout out Ish Smith,
all
bro.
right.
13 teams in 13 seasons. Like,
Hold on. For Jeff Green, right? Of course, I know he played for the Celtics, the Thunder, starts career off, the Grizzlies, the Nets, the Rockets, the Jazz. That's 6. How many teams he played for?
You're forgetting.
I don't know. I know.
Of course, the Nuggets. The Nuggets. That's 7.
You're thinking. You're missing a. I'm trying to give you a hint without giving you a hint.
Where he started his career.
I already said the Thunder.
Okay. I mean, yeah. They're 2 teams, but they technically.
Where he played with the GOAT? Where he played with the GOAT?
Oh, Cleveland.
See, I don't want to give it away, but that was
So that's A. Where else, bro? He played for so many teams, man.
So
Did
many
you say?
teams,
Did you
bro.
say the team in Washington?
No, I did not. That's 9.
There's a team. I don't know if you. I don't think you said them. They made an offseason move this season. Or
Thanks,
they made an
man. Not
offseason
vague
move
at
before the
all.
season started.
Bro,
Like I'm talking like trade. Like they made a trade, including like they sent. I think it was like a player and 2 first-round picks for a player.
Could
Maybe
be.
3 first-round picks.
it's not the Timberwolves.
It's not the Timberwolves. It's an Eastern Conference team.
Not the Knicks. I already said Nets. Not the Sixers. Not the Magic. No.
No.
Not the Raptors.
No.
Oh, I got it. Oh my god. No. The Pistons.
No.
Oh,
I think they were in the playoffs.
this year.
This is close to home, if anything. It's not the Celtics,
say-
but it's close to home.
You say Eastern Conference team.
Yes, and they were in the playoffs.
New York? No, not New York.
Boy,
I'm thinking. Oh
do you guys know who I'm talking about? Oh
Yeah.
no,
no,
Yeah.
Austin.
Atlanta.
Yes,
There you go.
You play for Atlanta?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, didn't he?
Hold on.
No, I'm
hold on.
pretty.
Let me
bro,
look.
I know.
Okay. Hey,
Bro,
regular
please-
season.
I
please
thought
roll
he played
that.
for the Hawks.
Please
Started
roll
out
that.
Seattle, OKC, Boston, Memphis, LA, Orlando, Cleveland, Washington, Utah, Houston, Brooklyn, Denver.
So how many
Denver,
teams is
Denver,
that?
What the heck? So
Shit.
wait, were the Hawks in there?
No.
No.
Oh, shit. Never mind. We just
How
did all
many
that for
teams-
no
But it
reason.
was wrong.
Wait, so how many
So-
teams did I get for Jeff Green?
I'd imagine
all of
at
them.
least 8 because
There
there's
was
a
no
bunch
way
of
you were gonna
teams,
get the
bro.
Sonics. The Sonics
Yeah,
are like
Sonic
ball.
slash OKC.
The
is like,
Thunder. It was the same team.
I'll give
No,
it to you. I
it
mean,
counts as 2 different ones.
it counts as 2 though, technically.
What?
So
Yeah.
Sonics,
The Thunder's-
When they
OKC.
talk about his 11 teams that he played for, the Sonics are one of them.
The Thunder's basically the Sonics, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're counted as
Fine.
2 technically, but I
Oh,
mean, I'll give it
God.
to you. That's a lot of teams, bro.
right. I'm not doing Ish Smith.
I was about to say, who wants to do?
I'm not doing
Ishmael?
Ish Smith. I'm not doing Ish Smith.
I thought Jeff Green played for Miami,
No.
but he didn't.
But
I'm
quick
sorry, is
question
Jeff
about
Green
Ish
the,
Smith.
the,
Wait,
the biggest journeyman in the NBA, or is it Ishmael, or is there somebody else?
I feel like it has to be Ish Smith.
Ish Smith has played for
has
the
to be
most
Ish
teams.
Smith.
13
Yeah.
teams
13
in
teams
13
in 13
bro.
years.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Oh
there's
yeah, that's
Ish Smith.
crazy.
But
Yeah,
quick
that's
question about him too. Do y'all think Ish Smith has a house?
Nah,
Bro,
he just
you're
got
wrong
his
for
house.
that, yo.
Bro, that's been on my mind for like a few years now.
You trying to say bro lives out of his suitcase, dog?
No, I'm not at all. Like I respect Ish Smith, man. He a champion, but
I bet he has like
Monster,
a lease or something, like a 1-year lease.
He probably just has apartments, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
all right,
Probably.
okay, all right,
That would be my guess.
all right. Because
All right, do you want to talk about the
yeah.
Heat now?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's talk about I guess what Miami did this game and the
What they
whole
did,
series
what they
basically.
didn't do.
Yeah. Anybody want to start? Yeah.
Not it.
Jimmy choke, dude. Jimmy choke.
Confirmed. He's not Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, DNA test is in. It's not him.
No.
Ooh, you say he's not him. No, like I said it on the last pod, but Jimmy, like outside of game 2 in the Western Conference or in the Eastern Conference Finals, outside of the game where Grant poked the bear, Jimmy was very quiet since the first round. Like against the Knicks, obviously that's when he hurt his ankle. It wasn't really him killing us. It was more Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, and a lot of Bam Adebayo. And then in the Celtics series, obviously we know Caleb Martin had to take over. And then this series, it was like nobody really stepped up on the Heat. I mean, was Kevin Love their best player this series? I mean, I don't know.
No, Bam
It has to
definitely
be
was the
Bam.
best player
It
this
has to
season.
be
Bam was,
He's
yeah,
a leading
Bam probably
scorer.
was, yeah. But I mean, Jimmy was a bit disappointing. I'll say that. kind of thought the Nuggets were going to win in Game 5, but I was expecting more of a fight from Jimmy. And it felt like this series, unless he was at the line, he couldn't buy a bucket.
Yeah, it was tough to watch because I'm a big Jimmy fan, man. I've always loved Jimmy since when he was with the Sixers. I've been a big fan of him. But seeing him go out this way, it's bittersweet because obviously I care more that the Nuggets won. But I would wish we could have had the Nuggets win, but Jimmy play his heart out.
That is, yeah, I agree the same way too. I'm a big Jimmy fan, even though the Heat they beat the Celtics, of course. But seeing Jimmy in this whole run was just magical, especially in the first round. I believe the first round against the Bucks, it was game 4, right, in Miami, bro. Him dropping 56 points that fourth quarter, him hitting clutch out the clutch shot. Kevin Harlan, he going stupid, bro. It was crazy. It was a magical game to remember on, and for him to go out like this, for the series to go like this, man, it's just kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have the stats here. Jimmy didn't shoot below 35% from the field in any game this series. In Game 5, though, he shot 27% from the field. Because let's be honest, like the run that Jimmy went on, and we know, like Jimmy, there are a few players I think in the NBA that really like love the game as much as Jimmy. And I know like that's a cliche thing to say, but one thing that if it seems we're hearing it more and more actually is like players don't really love the game. Obviously, it kind of started with Ben Simmons in Philly, and then it's kind of like grown. Like JJ Redick said on his podcast, Draymond said it on his podcast, where like 80% of the players in the league, like that's what they said, don't love the game. And it's like Jimmy is like in the 1% of most loving the game. And to see him like come this far, work this hard, beat all the Giants in the East as an underdog, and then to have a stinker in a Game 5 to eliminate the team, it's sad to see.
Yeah, his best game, he didn't even crack 30.
No, 28.
28, yeah. I mean, you hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see it. But what can you do? It's over with. You hope Jimmy bounces back next season, wherever he ends up, if he stays with Miami. Sure he will.
Well, then let's get into it then. Is Jimmy staying with the Miami Heat? Because obviously I think that Pat Riley and them have to make a lot of offseason moves. I know that they made it to the finals this year, but I really don't think that they're like a finals team. If they run it back.
I don't think so.
No, they're not going to. And we're going to discuss that later on in the episode when we talk about their offseason plans. But yeah, this team, you can't run it back, man. I think the way how this team's structured and the key players to take them to this postseason run, you can't run it back.
Yeah, and
Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, solid role players, but as your main guys to step up when it matters the most, you really can't do it. And of course, in the series, they were mismatched. Obviously, it was a very poor matchup to begin with. The Nuggets' size, their guards going up against guys like Bruce Brown, KCP, MPJ, and the bigs going up against like Gordon and Jokic too in the front court. It was just a mismatch to begin with. So Pat Riley, they got a lot of decisions to make in this offseason.
I'm saying, let's talk about the decisions now. It's on topic.
Well, I mean, bro, I got I got stuff.
I'm saying we can hit the list, but why do we gotta go in chronological order? It's flowing through it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't want to, that's fine with me.
So here's what I think. I don't. Miami fans are not gonna like this one. I think they should trade Tyler Hero.
For what?
Well, I think they'll put a package that contains him as like the main like thing. Miami, I feel like, is 1 star away. They're 1 star away from being that championship team. They needed someone other than Jimmy to be or to push them to that next level where they can finally succeed. So I think you put a package together that has Tyler Hero as the front, like the main draw. Then you throw in a couple other players, maybe 2 picks, 3 picks, and you get someone big that's willing to go there.
So who is that star? Who's that big player?
I mean, I don't entirely know. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that are up on the. Yeah, there you go. Dame could go there. I think Dame would fit extremely well with Jimmy. But that's of course if Dame wants to leave. My personal thoughts, Dame's not leaving.
Me too. I think so.
I mean,
But
Yeah, same.
it's like that cycle that like the cycle you get. Dame tries as hard as he can in the regular season, gets nowhere, and then there's always like the rumors he's going somewhere, and then he just ends up staying. We've seen time and time again. It's just gonna happen again.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be Dame, but who else, man?
Trae Young.
Would Trae Young go there?
I
They
don't
said
I don't think they
Hawks
have
said
enough
that
assets.
they said that
Yeah.
excuse me. They said that Trae Young had, or the Hawks front office has the green light to trade Trae Young. So I mean, it to the very minimum tells me that they're listening to offers and fielding offers for him. So I mean, if I'm Miami, Tyler Hero and some picks and whatever young talent, Omar Yurtseven or Nikola Jovic is for Trae Young, I might have to do it.
I don't know if that would be enough for Trae Young to begin with, man. Like for a young superstar as well.
Superstar.
Well, borderline
There you go.
superstar. My fault. Yeah, borderline.
Borderline is, I don't know.
Teetering.
I would say star.
He's
I would
in
say
that
above
tier.
all star, as we said earlier today, but star.
That whole reasoning was stupid, but yeah,
It's different.
We'll go with
There's a difference.
we'll go with that. Like to me, he's a borderline superstar in my opinion. And with what Miami has on their roster, the assets and the young players in the draft picks they have, I don't think it would be enough to get Trae.
I don't know if it's enough to get Trae, but I think that's the perfect fit for Trae. We talk about Trae Young and his disabilities on defense, but it's like one, you get Bam Adebayo, one of the best defenders in the league. You get Jimmy Butler, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and just defenders overall. And then for the Heat struggle with perimeter shooting, and they struggle with shot creation. And then you add a guy like Trae Young, who's literally meant to do that kind of stuff. I mean, I would really like it.
Yeah. You need some sort of shot making, consistent shot making.
Yeah, consistent.
I mean, yeah, you had the Heat this year. They were just amazing when they were making shots, but it wasn't consistent, and that's what you need to expect of people that were undrafted. They're undrafted for a reason. I mean, it's not like they're like this missing talent. Like, sure, they can look good in certain games, but I think any NBA player can look good in certain games.
I mean,
And they
shout out
Fred
those guys,
VanVleet
bro,
was
because
great
they
in
were
the finals.
grinding. But like,
But yeah, no, it's just like you got to understand that these players aren't going to be able to do it all the time. Even though it looked like they were going to pull it off this postseason run, they weren't able to, and I don't think it'll ever happen where they can.
that's fair.
Yeah. What about your boy in Boston, Dibo? Would you trade Jaylen Brown
JB?
for a package centered around Tyler Hero?
To the Heat? Ooh.
I do not want Tyler Hero.
Good. That's the right answer.
Please, bro.
Now, Jason Tatum, on the other hand,
No,
Don't even start there, bro.
we're not doing this. Out of all the players I want to trade for this offseason, like Tyler Hero has to be at the very bottom of that list. He's not even on the list to begin with. So
What about the name Bradley Beal? Or
I
would
was
you rather
gonna say,
just
I
keep
was
Tyler
about to
Hero at
toss
that
him
point?
out. Yeah.
Absolutely not. No. Oh wait,
I
for
agree.
us or the Heat?
For the Heat.
Oh, for the Heat?
For the Heat, bro. The Bradley Beal contract. Plus, you already have the Jimmy Butler contract. Jimmy Butler is making like 43 or 40 something in the next coming years, and then Bradley Beal, isn't he making like 50 mil?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he's making more than 50 mil, and that's the issue because the new CBA.
And then Bam is also on a max deal now, so it's like if you have those three, the rest of your roster is just going to continue to be undrafted players. Like they're not going to have the money to make that.
Yeah, you can't do that. And as I was saying, with the new CBA, like a lot of teams, they're gonna have to restructure their whole roster because of the contracts and how they're, and how they fit within their team right now. And bro, like if you have like guys like Bradley Beal and Jimmy on the same team with the contracts they have, especially with their age as well, being Bradley Beal's like 29 going on 30. Jimmy's like in his mid 30s right now too. I don't think that'd be a good combination. I don't think that would be a good fit.
The only other name that I could think of, the only other big name that I could think of then for them is maybe a free agency or sign and trade move for Kyrie Irving, and that's like a stretch because
That's
I
a
really do
stretch.
think Kyrie will be
Yeah.
back in Dallas.
It's true.
You don't think
Do
he's
you
going
think?
to LA?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's smoke.
I don't know. I feel like Kyrie doesn't actually want to play there though. Like I just get this feeling he's just there just to be out of like the East. That could be just me though.
Understandable.
Where Dallas?
Yeah, like I feel like he signed there and it's kind of riding it out. Like I'm here now. It's just the team that
I
he's
think
on. But I
he'll
feel like he
resign in
doesn't.
Dallas. I think he'll request out in like
I don't
6
know.
months, but I think
I don't
he'll
feel like he
resign in
will,
Dallas.
bro. I don't know.
But what about? Wait. But what about Fred VanVleet? His player option is gonna get declined soon.
I don't know.
mean,
I
Would
don't
that
really.
be a good fit?
I
Ready?
don't
What
really
to
like
the
that
Heat?
fit.
Mini Drake to the Heat. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think like okay, say if he signs with the Heat, they get a PG who's been I don't know, not inconsistent, but also not like he's not putting up crazy numbers, obviously. So I feel like he could be a good fit, but I don't really know if it's gonna be. I don't know
Another
if it's gonna
running
get him
back.
over the hump. Like, yeah, I don't know if for all Heat fans or if he fits Heat culture, because that's a whole thing. But I just don't know if Fred VanVleet is gonna be the guy to get you to the finals and win it. Granted, what he did with the Raptors is cool and all, but I don't know
No
if he's
playoff
gonna be that
performance.
guy. Like, I don't know if I see it.
I don't know. It depends what Fred VanVleet I'm getting though, because if I'm getting that finals Fred VanVleet or 2020, 2021, wasn't Fred VanVleet an All-Star? Or like wasn't he like in
Uh,
conversations for All-Star?
I
Like
think he had been, yeah, like maybe not selections, but folks were chatting him up.
yeah. So like if you're getting that with Fred VanVleet, sure. But if you're getting the Fred VanVleet from this year who shot
Yeah,
34% from three,
yeah.
I'm good. I'm
That's
good.
what I'm saying. I don't know if he's gonna be consistent enough on a nightly
Yeah.
basis to get us there.
I was just throwing his name out there because
That's fair.
that news was released recently. So
Yeah. I mean,
All
there's dudes are gonna move. There's a lot of folks
Would
up.
you do it for
Okay.
Pascal? If Pascal's available?
No.
I
Spence,
don't know. That wouldn't be a good fit, man.
That
would
wouldn't
not
be a good fit.
Yeah.
They need a guard. They need a point guard.
And they need
They need a
shooters,
point
bro.
guard.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
already
They
got
for sure
shooters.
they need consistent shooters, though, Deeps, is what I'm saying.
Max Strus was decent.
Nothing against Struce. Shout out Struce. Shout out Duncan, bro.
Max
But
Strus was the most insane player in the first quarter.
that's what I'm saying. You need consistency, bro.
So I know you talk about you need a point guard in Miami, but I'm playing like I don't know what game this is in my head, but it's like I'm so teetering on would it be good to have Karl Anthony Towns in Miami?
No.
No. Okay, hold on. I know it sounds ridiculous, but here's my reason.
Because he can shoot the three?
So, okay, well, that's
No
part of
way.
it. Okay, so you'll be rolling with another two big lineup with Bam and Cat, like just like Rudy and Cat, which are like I've very clearly stated my hatred for running that. However, you have Bam. He can do everything that Rudy can do on defense, except he's not an offensive liability.
I would say Bam's better on defense. Bam can switch on the guards. Like the shots that Jamal
Bam
Murray had
could
a
play,
hit.
yeah.
The shots that Jamal Murray had a hit when Bam was guarding him were like
They're
tough
tough.
shots. Like,
They were
That's
tough.
not the point of it. I said he can do everything Rudy can do on defense, so
And
you're
he's
not
not a
losing
liability.
anything there.
I'm saying Bam can do more.
And I would agree with you. I think Rudy Gobert is an extremely overrated defender. But that's not the point of this.
Totally
the point
different
is
point. Yeah.
what's not working in Minnesota could work in Miami because now you don't have to have the two bigs that only one of them can do stuff on offense. And especially, I think this whole thing about Heat culture, you send Karl Anthony Towns, who's pretty widely regarded as a soft player. I think if he goes to Miami and gets some time with Spo, I think he could turn into something pretty
Your
good.
immaturity is showing, Owen.
I think
right?
the thing that you're
Jimmy
missing
Butler,
out on,
hold
though.
on. Jimmy Butler, before he played for the 76ers,
Who did he play for? Exactly.
for
I
the
was just
T-Wolves.
about to say that. I was just about to go into that.
What did he do when he was on the T-Wolves?
Yeah. What is he most infamous for his time during the Timberwolves before he got out of there? He said
He
Let
ain't
me
like
take the bench players and beat the starters, bro. That's exactly why he got out of Minnesota because of
Probably
Cat.
cussing
There's
the fuck out of Pat.
no way he wants to go and play with him again, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
it's
I
not what
think
he
this
wants to
shit's
do. It's what Miami wants to do.
Miami doesn't want him there. You don't think Jimmy can control who comes in and out, bro?
Yeah,
Come
you
on
don't think
now.
they're
He's
asking
not
Jimmy
legit.
where he is?
Jimmy wanted to go to Miami
He's
in the
not
first place.
legit.
The process
That's what
they
I'm
have.
saying.
He's not legit, but
I'm pretty sure Jimmy.
He has some leeway, bro. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I think Jimmy would have a significant role in what they want to do in the front
Exactly.
office. So
Exactly.
you wouldn't want Cat to be there.
He's the franchise player. He's the
He's the
franchise
exactly.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so why would you want to play with Cat?
Of course, he's gonna have some decision in the move.
Yeah, nah, I don't see it happening, bro.
It's a hypothetical situation where I
How-
think it could get them further.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but
It could get them
I don't
further. So further than this year is winning them a championship.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't think that'd be the. I don't think that'd be.
I don't think that's
It's
the
not
move,
winning them a
bruh.
championship.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think what Miami did was kind of fluky.
I mean, everyone.
I do too.
Yeah, so
Like-
if you're saying consistently get them to this point, that's also I think would be an improvement.
I don't think so.
I think they've been consistent without him though, because they've been in the finals 2 times the last 4 years, 3 times, however many.
Owen, tell me this then. So then, I assume you're saying you would trade Tyler Hero for Cat, right?
Yeah, fuck Tyler Hero. I think he's overrated.
Damn, bro.
So then it would be a
Jesus.
just let it go, Dibo. I thought I faced. So then you're running Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam, and Cat. Because I would assume Bam would be the 4.
He'd be the 4. Yeah.
I would think.
You think that team is going to the finals? I really don't.
Dog, that starting backcourt is nasty.
That's what I'm saying. They got no bench, bro.
Hold on. In today's NBA, right, having your 3 best players be a wing, big, bro, you can't have that.
It's a big man league.
No. It's a wings league. The Raptors?
Yeah, because they were running Pascal at the 5. They had Scotty at the 4 and OG at the 3.
Yeah, but they
That's what I'm saying. Their 3 best positions were the wings and then
yeah, but you don't think Jimmy, Bam, and Cat are better than those 3?
And look where the Raptors are now. It's not working.
It's not working. Exactly.
No, bro. So for your big 3, right? Your 3 best players on a team should be guard, wing and big. That's a perfect combination.
Yes. So
look
to that point,
look at the Nuggets.
I know it might
Jamal,
be Jamal
guard, Jokic big, Gordon,
Aaron Gordon wing. Don't say Michael
Gordon
Porter.
wing. It's not MPJ. He's not the big 3. That's a whole different conversation.
While
we're on the topic though,
heavily disagree.
I'm just throw out CP3 to the Heat. What y'all think?
Hell no.
CP3
go to
you might as well start Kyle Lowry. You might as well keep Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry's crazy.
Point guard at this point.
I mean,
short old guard.
Sure,
who can play make. Bro, it's the same thing. Don't
CP3 going to Boston.
Nah,
no, I don't want him in Boston.
No, he's not. He's not going to Boston.
Back to the Clippers.
The Lakers can have
Clippers.
He's going back. Back. You missed it last episode.
He has played with everybody, almost everyone from the Banana Boat squad except LeBron, bro. He's going to LA. And not the Clippers.
He's going to LA, but not the locker room.
He's going to the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, bro, they've seen that time and time again that shit doesn't work. The retirement home doesn't work.
The retirement home is crazy.
Please keep CP3 out of Boston, man. Like, I don't want that bad juju on my team. I don't want that bad juju on my team, bro. We got enough bad juju. We got enough bad juju. We got enough bad karma, bro. I do not want Christopher Paul on my team.
Don't worry, Chris Paul don't want to play for your racist fans anyways.
I was about to say, he probably don't want to be there anyway, bro.
Chris Paul 38. I don't want him on my team.
And he's still better than Marcus Smart.
So you guys are racist and ageist?
And ageist. Nah,
you didn't even say no.
Dog. You didn't say no.
I'm not from Boston. I'm not from Boston, but you can't.
So why are you a fan? Boston? Why are you a fan?
Because they started, bro. Because they started my love for basketball. That's the first team I.
Why? So are you a Rondo fan or a Boston Celtics fan?
I used to be a big fan of Rondo. Yeah, that was my favorite player back in the day. Rondo.
So yeah, you would love Chris Paul.
You love Chris Paul?
No.
I'm sorry, man. We just had to do that for the bit, bro. For the bit. But nah. All right, what y'all got? What y'all got next, man? What's going on around
here? Let's move on. Next. So let's go back to the finals real quick, and we're gonna talk about the general enjoyment So a quick question here. I know two of the main people here are Nuggets fans, but as a neutral fan, were these finals enjoyable?
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy basketball. I'm not a dude who needs to see LeBron in the finals every year.
Thank
Is
you.
LeBron my favorite player? Sure, but I don't know if people realize this, but in the NBA, there was a period of time between Jordan and LeBron. Do people know that? Do people
Yeah,
know that?
it wasn't good. It wasn't a good time.
I disagree. I think basketball is basketball. If you love the game, I don't know how you can watch Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray pick and roll and not be entertained.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah,
That's like beautiful basketball.
I do understand that, and I do enjoy basketball. But if you look at the past series over the in the last 4 or 5 years, Toronto versus Golden State, that was more enjoyable. Suns Bucks, that was more enjoyable.
I
Celtics
wouldn't say
Warriors
Lakers
last year,
Heat
that
was
was more
enjoyable, and
enjoyable.
I think both finals have a thing in common, and that's the Heat were in it.
Yeah,
The Heat
yeah.
were just like they're great to watch series 1 through 3, but come the finals, they are not entertainable.
Lakers Heat was more memorable than this year's one, and I'm
Would it
being
be if it
completely
wasn't in the
honest.
bubble?
Would it
Yes,
be
it
if
would.
LeBron wasn't playing?
I don't know about. Well, we would have had Heat. Oh, we would have had a Heat Nuggets finals.
I'm just saying, if we take LeBron hypothetically, take him off the Lakers. If it's just AD again, hypothetically, if it's AD and that Lakers squad versus the Heat in the bubble, bro, you can't tell me it's not more enjoyable than what we've seen in the
I
past, 2, 3 seasons, man. 2019, 2021, like it's just because of LeBron. Like that's it.
But as
no
a
okay
basketball
no
fan,
wait
if
wait
you
You mean
cares
Legoat?
or if you care who's in the finals, I don't think you're a real fan.
I don't know. I think
Damn,
you
Dibo,
have
you
a
calling it
certain
out right now.
point, but
You gonna
like,
take that?
I don't know if you
Me
can go
personally, I wouldn't.
100% on that. Like, if you're a basketball fan, you like good basketball, of course. You probably have a favorite team, favorite player, whatnot. But I don't think you shouldn't completely not care who's in the finals.
no
But that
I
could be
didn't
just me.
care. I didn't care though. I watched the majority of the finals, right? And I'm just saying that
Majority is
I
crazy.
I watched
what
all.
Yeah.
most of the games, most of the games was double digit games. So I ignored the garbage time ones, man. And I got a stat that says out of the whole series, 3 to 5 games, they were double digit wins by the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And to compare with another similar finals, in 1999, it was basically the same thing. The Spurs versus the Knicks.
Bro.
Um,
Another similar finals, then you go to 1999,
Because it was the same.
24
It
years
was
ago.
bro. It's the only other scenario where a 1 seed faced against an 8 seed in the
Okay,
finals
okay.
is
Well,
the
then
Knicks.
you should have said that. To be fair,
You should have opened with that,
you're
yeah.
welcome.
Okay,
You're welcome.
okay then.
I just qualified your statement. Built you some
Dude,
credibility.
let me continue.
Go
And
ahead.
so in the 99 finals, right, in that series, 2 out of the 5 games were double digit wins. Even though the talent level was still vastly different between the two teams, it was still more competitive than this finals. And if you look at the since 2010, look at every single finals that's been happening since then, I feel like you could put Heat Nuggets towards the bottom of that tier. And that's okay. That's completely fine. And I'm not discrediting what the Nuggets did. The Nuggets during this whole postseason run, they had a great run, only losing 4 games, but great teams. They've won in bad finals. The Spurs did it with their dynasty. The Warriors did it during the Lakers 3P. Those weren't good finals. So it just happens over NBA history, and that's completely fine. You can say that this series wasn't as good as other series in the past. It wasn't enjoyable in my opinion.
So you're saying just because the East is so obviously worse than the West, that it's a bad finals?
The West wasn't that good at this season as well, if we being for
But,
real.
They
but
were
y'all
better
had
though.
y'all had an 8 seed make the finals, bro.
Y'all had a 7 seed go to the Western Conference Finals.
Fake
And
7 seed. Let's be
can
real.
you tell me who's on that 7 seed team though? Like I said, there's one man, bro.
Bro,
One
Davis,
man who makes that difference.
The Heat were in
Darvin
the
Ham.
were in the Eastern Conference
Oh,
Finals
Darvin Ham, yes.
the Heat were in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. That was your typical 8 seed. So I can say the same thing for the Heat.
Oh, I think it was the typical AT, bro. They were trash. Bro, they got their
Apparently
asses
not.
kicked.
Apparently not.
No,
They
it's
beat,
just
bro.
all the teams they beat were not good either.
Hey,
It's just the East being
bro.
worse.
Second round team
How
was
are
pretty
they
good.
not good?
Okay, shut up, man.
I'm looking at ESPN right now, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. Literally quote straight from ESPN. Let me see here. Game 5. This is this year. Averaged 13.084 million viewers, according to who is this? Don Nielsen. Whoever this author is. Anyway, that was a 4-year high, slightly beating out last year's NBA Finals Game 5 between the Warriors and Celtics at 13.016 million views.
Not to
That's just
mention,
Game 5 alone.
not to
Granted,
mention Western Conference
Notice
Finals and
the
Eastern
ratings
Conference
were
Finals set
lower
records for viewing.
overall, but I'm saying, bro, people were more interested in this closeout game than watching Steph Curry beat Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, bro. Come on now. Come on.
All right, and still, there was more. Last year's finals was more enjoyable than this year's, but hey, I digress.
Personal interest bias.
No bias there.
I was gonna say your
My
team
team
was in the
got beat.
finals.
My team, bro. My team could have gone on 3-1 and we took the 2-1 lead.
Whose fault is that, man?
It was awful.
Yet
But it was
another
awful. I
example of
understand
how
that.
bad the East is, bro.
Bro, the East
Nah,
is way
Warriors
better than the
are a
West this
dynasty.
year.
Come on now.
I'm not saying they're not, but it's crazy. A lot of the dynasties in recent years. What conference? What conference?
The Bulls.
All right,
The
go back to the 90s.
The
Cavs.
Heat, they won back to back.
Yeah, the Heat are the only example there.
Won 4 out of, or they went to the finals all 4 years. Cavs went to the finals, but they lost but I mean, who's beating that Warriors team with KD? Or without KD, with Steph, Draymond, and Clay in their primes?
It's a tough question, man.
Not a lot of people. They only lost 9 games.
I mean, craziest
But-
regular season to have the craziest finals too. So
They
I don't know.
lost. They lost that season.
Are we
That was
saying
the-
the
That's
finals
why
are
KD
scripted?
went
Is
there.
it a script? were the
Don't
Warriors
worry, this
supposed to
team's a
lose
team.
that,
No,
bro?
no. They
I knew the
just
second I saw
needed
this SWAT
KD
team,
to
Nuggets
push
were
them over the
winning.
hump.
You know how sad that sounds? They needed KD to push a 73 win team over the hump.
It's facts.
No.
I
My
don't
God.
know about that, bro.
That's
Jordan would have
that's
backed
pretty
down.
sad
Jordan
to
would
me.
have joined. Let's be real.
Jordan would have joined that team.
Jordan
Dude,
would
if
have joined
Jordan
Golden
was in
State.
Oklahoma and had the chance to go to San Francisco, dude, I'm thinking anyone's leaving too.
Yeah, but he also had the
mean-
chance. Would you rather live? This is think 2012, like 2012, not currently. But would you rather live in LA or San Francisco?
LA.
I mean, personally, I'm taking San Francisco.
Oh, that's just because you want to be quirky and different. Shut up.
No, I don't. I
That's
just don't like
cap.
LA. The only cool thing.
He
I don't
he
like
hella
LA
got to go
either,
to
but-
Silicon Valley and do some business shit, do some
Yeah.
computer shit.
Of course. This is getting way off topic. Anyway,
really is.
anyway.
But back to the enjoyability of this series. I mean, it was like I understand where Dibo's coming from because like there was definitely a talent discrepancy between the two teams. Like
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
most people had it a 4-6, anywhere ranging from a 4 to 6 game series because the Nuggets were just more talented. But I still think that just the players that were playing, and although we didn't get playoff Jimmy or like Himmy, we still got some great Bam Adebayo games. We saw some Kevin Love moments. We saw some Kyle Lowry moments, and then we also saw like the best pick and roll since Steph and Draymond. So I mean, it was enjoyable from that point of view for me.
I think a good basketball gets watched.
I mean, obviously, we've seen it with, we'll take the 2014 Spurs, for example, and just the Spurs in general, really, legacy of Tim Duncan, if you can say he even has one. People always call him, boring to watch. The Spurs have no egos. They're mad talented. You got to give them credit. Mad talent, very good, well-coached organization. But just like this Nuggets team, there's no egos. Their star player checks in, does his job, and leaves. So I think it's more so people are, I don't know, maybe not fans of just the teams or the not having egos, whatever, just because there's nothing to talk about. What really more can you say about the Nuggets? They have a great team. Great starting
Nah.
five, great coach. Like people just want to have something to chat about, and I think that might be why you get the it wasn't
Is LeBron
enjoyable.
retiring?
Yeah, and even like the narrative. I know uh, Coach Michael Malone all throughout the series talking about how Nuggets were getting no type of media coverage. And I mean, it makes sense because what more can you say? So I don't know. I can see both sides. If you're, I know the term likes to get thrown out, a casual basketball fan, whatever. You just watch games here and there. It might not be the most entertaining, but kind of like we said earlier, if you like good basketball and team basketball, I think you definitely don't want to miss the Nuggets because we've almost never seen a team like that. So I don't know. I see both sides though.
Hey, pray for
That's
Michael Malone though, because he was talking about the media coverage and how they don't cover the Nuggets, and then literally everything else happened in the world during this. Like John Morant had his situation.
Yeah, Jaws, Zion, like
Zion, yep, I was saying
LeBron,
Zion.
everyone. Yeah,
LeBron
exactly.
was
Oh
talking about
yeah.
retirement. Eric Lewis in the refereeing thing
Yeah, the
and his
ref
burner accounts.
scandal, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be interesting to see this offseason how much publicity the Nuggets get because I can only see it, lasting a few weeks. I've already seen in Instagram comments people are, kind of skipping over the finals. All right, we want to hear the John Morant verdict. We want to see what happens with Zion. Like, I think it'll pretty much continue kind of how it has been. There'll be a little blip in the media, and then it's on to the next thing. Which I mean, it makes sense because world keeps going, news keeps going, stories develop. But I don't know. I think it'll just be interesting to see how the offseason goes. What's said about them, how much coverage they get.
I don't like the coverage now though. It's just like so disingenuous to me.
Well,
What's that?
Why do you think that? Like, why?
Because they
Go
were
into
never
that.
showing love to Jokic before, and now it's like every other post is Jokic.
That's true. I
They were
feel
never
yeah,
that
this is
showing
too.
the
love to
first time,
Nuggets and
bro. This is
Jamal
the first.
before.
No. This is the first time I've ever seen Jokic play, man. Like, bro, they have to give their respect now.
I mean, outside of Denver, like the Denver and local area, yeah, because we're not getting crazy nationally televised games. The Nuggets aren't gonna be like marquee team in the league. They should be now, but
No, I still disagree
that's
though.
just
I
how it
still
is.
disagree. He's a two-time MVP, and he still wasn't getting the media coverage.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I agree with you, Matt, but I mean, that's just the way media and stuff works, So
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully,
Because,
we'll get more recognition, but I wouldn't count on it.
but like even like
But I
Milwaukee,
mean, even then, like, why would you even care? You guys just want to chip, bro.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm saying.
first
Like,
time, it's the first
we
time I
won't
ever
care.
want to chip,
they
man.
need they need it validated.
Valid. Oh, it don't like, bro. A sports team from a small market winning a championship, bro. I don't care what the media would say, man. We want to chip. Like,
Who's
for
we?
instance, in
Who's
football, of
we?
course. No, bro. I'm saying like in general for small market teams. And as I was saying, for example, in football, right? I'm a Chiefs fan, and when we won in 2020, like I couldn't care less what ESPN, Bleacher Report, like these other sites would say about my team, man. Like, bro, I just saw my team
Chiefs
win
and
a chip.
Celtics
I
must
don't
be
know if I
bandwagon.
would consider Kansas City the Chiefs as a small market team though. Is
Not
the
Kansas
thing.
City,
anymore.
bro. Kansas City is
You're
a
one of the
small market.
oldest teams in the league, Debo.
It is a small market.
I don't think it is.
I can
Not
say the same
anymore.
thing about Denver. They're both small market teams.
Not like you think though, is what I'm saying. I don't think they're as small as you think. Because again, the Chiefs are one of the oldest teams in the NFL, bruh. They've had success throughout the years. Like, I think it's just different. It's just different.
Bro, I can say the same thing about Denver too, and they're not a big market.
If you're talking
No,
about
the Chiefs
football
have
I would
turned
say
it
Denver's
specifically,
a
into a
bigger
big
market than
market.
Kansas City.
I don't know. I
It
think
is,
it
but
depends on the
compare.
sport though. I think it would depend.
No,
Kansas
I'm
City
pretty
is a
like
is a football state. City.
Exactly.
football
It
city.
Yeah, I
is.
It's
mean,
like
because that's
Denver
all they
too.
have there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had a
obviously,
Bro,
basketball
yeah.
team.
what are you talking about Kansas City for? Talking about Kansas City for?
Talking
Nah,
about that poverty
It's
state.
the comparison.
man, Matt, you shouldn't be talking because you support the Rams, the
Yeah,
Knicks.
you all over the country, boy.
Where are you?
Hey,
At least my
I
teams are
can't be from
closer
East Coast to
together.
West Coast. Maybe I'm just a United States fan.
Ain't no way this
The
dude just
United
said
Never thought
States,
about
Kansas
that.
City
boy.
and Boston are close to each other.
It's closer than LA, bro. It's literally closer than LA and New
And New
York.
York, the two biggest cities
Hey,
in the
to be
country.
fair, there's people in our group chat that like teams in LA and in Ohio.
Okay. First, I mean, he's
Bro,
not here
nah,
for
bro,
one, but
this man,
also that's a whole
He's just
different
catching
topic,
shots from
bro.
a
You
stray.
just catch it straight.
bro,
Like that's
no, that man's
wild.
from Virginia. That means from Virginia, but he likes the Browns
He likes the Browns
and
and
the
supposedly
Lakers.
the
I don't
Lakers.
get that.
Yeah, I mean, but
And the
he's
Nationals
all over the
But
place.
naturally, yeah, he's from the
NBA.
DC area and is
and
all
Real
over the
Madrid,
country, bro. Real
Bro,
Madrid.
plus like 4 other soccer
at
teams.
least support your
Yeah,
teams
I
because
don't know.
Matt, were you born in Denver, right?
Yeah, I've lived in Denver my whole life.
What? So how you not a Broncos and a Nuggets
Bro,
fan?
it's just that I don't know. Like
I don't understand that.
I've never fell in love with the idea that just because you're born in a state, you have to like support
Yeah,
that team.
and
That was never me.
I agree. I don't think just wherever you're born at or where you're from, you don't have to support them. It doesn't really
Facts.
matter. But
I
This
just
is
went with
fair.
I think if you
the
don't have
Knicks. I've said
like,
multiple times, like the Knicks. I just went with them
yeah,
because the Knicks. Like I always liked basketball, but the Knicks like made me fall in love with basketball.
yeah, I think if you have
And
good reason, it should be fine. But I don't
facts.
know.
And
It's just
The
wild.
Rams were the first team that
That's
got
fair.
me to like football outside of like rooting for my fantasy football players.
Why
Legit,
the
I would just root for
Why the
for whatever
Rams
leagues
though?
I
I
had.
know you're a Cooper Cup fan, but like,
Cool. Is it because he's white?
no, you're just a Cooper Cup fan. Like I'm a
Well,
Cooper
I
Cup
was gonna
fan.
say that.
So, well, okay. If that's your reasoning, then I mean, be my guest. But I mean, I don't know.
No.
It's wild, bro.
All right,
Y'all can like whoever you like. That's
that's
all I'm
true.
gonna say.
But for small sports, I like Colorado teams. Like I like Rapids and Ave, but that's just because I'm a homer. I really don't know anything else about those
Yeah,
sports.
that makes sense. But I mean, what else? What you gonna do, Red? It could be the same thing no matter the sport. You can hop on a bandwagon of whoever, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
But I'm not subscribing to the idea of just because you're born in the state, you gotta be their fan.
Yeah,
I
but
understand that's what a lot of people do, but
I
be
don't
like Russ.
understand.
Ask why not.
Well, I don't understand if you're Matt. You're talking about how other teams got you to love it. Like, why? How come like your home teams didn't get you?
I don't. Well,
Like
'cause,
that's
I
what
mean,
doesn't add up to me because like if you're from that, like naturally you should be watching those teams before any other teams.
oh, for sure. Like, bro, like the reason I know like old Nuggets is because like I grew up watching Nuggets on like that was before the blackouts. Like that was when they had the Costa Kufis and Darrell Arthurs, like before George Karl had all this stuff. So
Shout
I
out
watched
Costa
Nuggets.
Goofus,
Don't get
bro.
me wrong, I like
Holy.
basketball. Like I was into
Bro,
basketball,
that dude
but like
was trash.
would I have ever started a
This was
podcast if I stayed a
garbage.
Nuggets fan? Probably not.
Bro,
Like the Knicks genuinely made me like really like basketball.
That's because Melo went there.
Kristaps Porzingis is your favorite play. I know
Nah,
it.
it was just I don't know. Like 2012, 2013 Knicks were special. Like
Were they, Matt?
days I would
Were
go
they?
for that.
Were they?
I mean, that's pretty much the best Knicks team since '99.
Since my life, yeah,
In your lifetime, yeah.
That was a really good team, to be honest.
it was.
I mean, I can
Defensive
see it
player of the year, Tyson
because
Chandler, young J.R. Smith and Amon Shumpert for the highlights.
you got
Steve
the
Novak.
whole.
Steve Novak.
Not the Novak. What you know about Novak?
Oh, Steve
Anyway.
Novak. Hey, discount.
Hey,
Discount.
well said.
Bro.
Well said.
Doing
The
that, bro,
whole-
I was doing that during every single Knicks televised game bro, on ESPN. Dude,
The whole
Steve Novak was
insanity
cold,
run
man.
and everything,
Steve
man.
Novak was cold. I need to get his jersey someday, bro. I need
But
to
yeah,
get his
but I'll be
Novak
honest,
jersey
like
before I die, man.
I knew Nuggets players, but like I was a casual as far as like the sport went. Like
That's
I
fair.
knew Nuggets players, but I probably could name like the stars on the other teams and not much else. But like
I think that might just be a tribute to age, dude. Because I mean, we were young. Like when the teams were like bad, why would you pay attention to that? I mean, just grow up, you pay more attention to it, you get more
I'm
into
not
it.
no,
like,
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like I was not watching basketball unless like the Nuggets were just on altitude. But like
yeah,
after I started watching the Knicks, that's when I started liking basketball. That's when I'm just like tuning into a game because there's a game on.
fair enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
That's crazy that the Knicks did that for you.
Hey, I mean,
All
you
right.
can say the same thing about any team, bro. Like,
Yeah. All right. Should we move on to the next segment?
Let's do it.
Should we segue?
Sure. Let's go ahead.
All right. So let's go back to Nikola Jokic, Finals MVP, first chip in his career, of course. And for this one, we're gonna do a would you rather. We're gonna do a game of that.
oh boy.
But with a little twist. With a little twist.
Twist.
All-time players.
Oh man, you gonna have
All-time
some
players.
hot takes in the comments.
Hey,
Folks about to
hey,
be
man.
mad.
let's do it. So right now I have a list of pretty much all like the relevant all-time centers across the NBA's history. And what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna say a name, and we're gonna debate if that player's better than Jokic. Yes,
Are
man.
these projections or are these as of right now? Are
As
these
of
like
right
where
now.
we? Okay.
Where they
Just
stand
want to
right
make
now.
sure.
Okay.
I wanted to
Yeah.
know before I take
Yeah.
some heat in the comments.
All right. Should we begin?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Go hit me with it, bruh.
Okay. So the first player on this list, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem, easily.
Kareem
That's
over
not
Jokic.
that's not that. Yeah, that's not
Come
even a
on, man.
question.
That's a cakewalk.
Kareem
All
to
right.
me is like the third greatest player of all time.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. I mean,
Okay.
what, second all-time scoring? Like, Jokic is nice, but Kareem is an untouchable, bro. So, come on now.
All right. Next one, Hakeem Olajuwon.
I was gonna say
You got
this.
Hakeem accolades.
I might be a little biased. I got history with H-Town and whatnot, but from a purely statistical standpoint, you're talking about what, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, two-time champ. Like, again, I think Jokic might have the possibility to be up there, but where it stands right now, I gotta go Hakeem, man.
I'm
I
going
was just about to
Hakeem
say
right
that.
now.
Yeah,
Hakeem right now, but I think Jokic could jump
he
him.
definitely he could be up there.
I mean,
All
you
right.
got to think like Hakeem scored 20,000 or 27,000 points, and is the only player in NBA history to record over 3,000 blocks and 2,000
Yeah,
steals.
leader
He's a
in
two-way
blocks.
player.
Yeah, like by definition. So
Yeah, so you got to go with Hakeem there.
yeah.
All right. I'll go with Hakeem as well. Okay. Next center, Shaq.
Oh, Shaq.
I
Shaq.
mean,
Shaq, but I actually
Come on
think
now.
Jokic won't jump him.
I don't know. I
Maybe,
feel like
maybe, maybe.
if we're speaking from strictly hardware, we don't know what Jokic is gonna do. So it's kind of up in the air. It's
It's
hypothetical
a hard
at this
thing,
point.
yeah, for
It
sure.
is.
But
Oh.
I'm just
But I
looking
also
at.
said they could be a dynasty, so you got to think that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what I'm saying. There's too much.
Oh
There's
no,
too
I
much
agree with you, man.
unknown
I agree.
right now.
I think Jokic could jump a lot of people.
Oh yeah, he already has jumped a few, at least in my
Yeah,
opinion, and he definitely
yeah.
could. But there's too many
But Shaq right now.
unknowns.
Oh, Shaq
But
right
Shaq
now. For
right
sure.
now, nah, definitely,
For
definitely
sure.
Shaq. Gotta go Diesel, man.
All right. These next two, we're gonna throw it back, way back
Hey, yo.
to the old
say-
days.
You gonna
Hella
say
pitching
Wilton?
to
You gonna
something
say
different. I
Wilton
already know
Bill,
what's gotta
bro?
be said.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the first one, Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Okay,
You wanna
I've
talk
been
about
pondering
hardware?
about this since literally probably since last night, bro. If we take away the championship, if we take away even a handful of championships, if we take Bill Russell out of the equation, does he really add that much to those Celtics teams? Like, I know he does, and he's the focal point, but it's like, I don't know, just because of the difference in era, bruh. It's really
Bro,
up to that.
This man Dibo
I
looks
think I'll
triggered
say
like he
that.
was
I think
alive
Jokic
back
is by
then.
far the better player. I think
Oh,
Jokic is the better player.
of course, more.
I
If we're
think
talking
Jokic is
purely
more talented,
skill,
but
yeah,
I think what is it? 11 championships. I think
that's what I'm saying. Like, he
I
has
think
strictly the
that has to warrant him
hardware.
being above Jokic as of right
Yeah,
now.
I think it's just the difference in time and how the game has changed. It's kind of, you're comparing
But
apples to oranges. Like,
how many teams were in the league when Bill
that's
Russell
what I'm
won
saying.
those?
There was what, maybe
There's only like
eight,
Yeah.
10 max, maybe.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
it
Like,
was
there
8 for the
wasn't a whole
majority
lot
of
of
his career.
competition.
that's what I'm
But,
saying.
but he has 11, so you have to respect
Yeah,
that.
you gotta respect that. I mean,
And
all
also
time
back then
great.
wasn't the series only 3 games?
I know the first
I think it
2
was
rounds
5.
were, but
Nah,
I don't know. I forget
think it
when
was
they
3.
switched. I don't know. You'd have to look it up.
Yeah, no, I'll take Bill Russell right now.
I think it's strictly from a hardware standpoint, you gotta go Russell. But again, I don't know. I don't know if just because there's not like there's footage and there's not like there's proof and all, but in terms of recorded stats, there's too much missing. That's like it would
Especially
give us a
because
fair
that's what all
comparison.
time boils down to. All time is really it's less comparing like the talent, but it's a lot more like the accolades and the
Yeah,
awards.
that's true. That's true.
All right. So we're all saying Bill?
I think you
Yeah.
got to go with Russell
Yes.
just because. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
100%.
Next one, Will Chamberlain.
See, he's another one who I think is controversial, even among either all-time, centers, because again, he played at a time when there's not that many teams in the league. It's not insane competition. And I feel like there's just not, we don't really know a lot about Wilt Chamberlain just in general, bro. Like half of the information that you hear about him or see about him, you don't even know if
Seems
if
very
it's
fake.
true. Yeah. So
I
I
don't
don't
know if that
know.
100-point game is real.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like
there's
there's
no
photos,
footage,
but there's
and it's coming out with the documentary of it.
there's
Pretty
like
soon
one
too.
photo of it like ever. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I feel like kind of like the Bill Russell. There's too much like that's up in the air. There's too much unknown. It's like you can't really compare the two. If I had to just
So
choose one, I don't know. Because you look at Will's numbers, it's crazy. But also, you gotta look at the
Different era.
time. You gotta look at the difference in game. Like again, it's apples to oranges, bro.
But he is also a 4-time MVP and a
so
2-time
yeah,
champ.
yeah. So okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna take Wilt Chamberlain, but I think it's really close. And my reasoning behind that is you see it seems every record that Jokic is breaking, whose records are he breaking? He's breaking Wilt
Wilt's.
Will
Chamberlain's.
Chamberlain's, or he's next
And
to him,
people,
and
and I like to say it like this: people thought Wilt Chamberlain was fake, and we're seeing Jokic break those records. I think that has to speak for itself in some manner.
I gotta take Will. I think Jokic would average. So Will averaged. I'm looking right now. He averaged 50 points and 22 rebounds this
that's
season.
what I'm saying, bro.
I think Jokic would do the same if he played back then.
Exactly. What was the average
But
height
that's the big
of
if.
the
If he
NBA
did play
teams
back then.
back then, bro? Like
Smaller than
exactly,
now.
just average height,
Like
just of
it
the
was like
world
5'9".
was shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. So
So
I think if you got a 7 foot, hell, you could probably drop 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", dude, in there, probably snagging, bro. Like I don't
that
know.
would
I
be an
feel like
NBA player
just
back
be
then.
by the times,
You
the
would
changes
have,
on
man.
has
How
to
many
be.
points would you have dropped in?
How about you putting up in 63,
NBA?
Matt?
How much you
Well,
putting
here's the
up?
thing. Is 63? I'm a player who doesn't need load management. So like, well, load management
Load
wasn't a thing back
management,
then.
Load management
bro.
in
Someone's
63.
working, bro.
There
Some
was
are
no
working
load
part
management.
time. They were hooping in Chuck Taylors. There's no load management.
I'm gonna say I would average. Well, this is the hard thing. Do I like how much weight do I put on like JJ Redick's comment? Like when saying they were plumbers and all that stuff.
That's
Like,
the thing. It's like I don't know,
They had day jobs.
yeah.
but it's also
Fuck it. I'd average a 20-point triple double.
20-point triple double in the 60s.
My shooting wouldn't matter back then because everything was at the rim.
We're getting
Bro,
into a
bro,
whole
wait.
different
So you
conversation,
telling me,
bro.
bro? So you telling me you're gonna cook Bob Cousy? You gonna cook
No,
Bob
no,
Cousy?
no, bro, no.
I don't want to disrespect the great, but
You're
how
not. You're
great is he?
not. No, 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 bro.
I don't know, bro. I looked at the highlights, man, of Bob Cousy, bro. He was slinging that. He was
Don't
slinging,
say
Bro,
it,
was
that,
nice.
slinging
bro.
that thing.
I'm
Cousy
Cousy
was
rightfully
nice,
a Hall of
man.
Famer.
Come on now.
But
I just think.
like I
I think.
said, all time is points, or it's not point. It's awards and accolades, and Wilt's got more of them. Plus, he has the longevity because we've seen his full career play out. So
Yeah.
I do think Jokic will top Wilt, but right now I gotta go with Wilt.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's the thing we're talking right now.
I don't know. I think there's too much in the air. So there's too much time. We don't know what Jokic can do. We don't know what his ceiling is because he's been to the top now, and we can tell. We
Yeah,
know that
isn't it?
he's gone and played at the highest level and won at the highest level. Now it's just,
Well,
can he do it again? Can he keep it
isn't
up?
it considered a player's primes from when they're like 28 to 33?
Yeah, I think it's 28 to 34.
Jokic is just turning
Yeah,
28.
that's
Just
the
turned
right
28.
age.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's the
So-
right age.
and that's the thing. I think
But will
Jokic's
Jokic
prime
play?
could extend even
Will
longer
Jokic
too.
retire
Because,
for his horses?
I don't know. We'll see.
We will. Hey, only time will tell. But before we go to the next player, right? We were talking about how Jokic and other players would do in Wilt and Russell's era, and I want to like flip that for a minute. And so the question is, how would Wilt and Russell do in the modern
Dude,
NBA?
today, I mean,
Probably
again, I think,
I would say they wouldn't be as dominant, but they would still be good.
yeah, they'd probably still be, starters on teams and whatnot. Because I don't know if you guys have seen that clip of, I think it's on Paul George's podcast when he has DeMar DeRozan on, talking about how there's like 100 or so dudes in the league who are just bums. Like, I feel like they'll probably be better than there's probably better than a good portion of dudes who are in the league. Like, I don't know, like Matt said, I don't know if they'll be as dominant. And again, the thing with Wilt, we don't really know if like half some of the stuff we hear about him is even true. So kind of got to take him with a grain of salt. But
No, Wilt's not averaging 50 and 20 in today's
yeah,
league.
No,
no,
most
no,
certainly
definitely not. Definitely not.
Imagine.
That'd be insane, bro. Dropping 50 a game.
But I do still think he would be like an all-star player. Like I think that I think like just his frame and
His
stuff
build,
like
I
that
mean,
would
yeah, I
translate
think
well.
if we're
And I
talking
think like
strictly like from his profile, probably a good comparison, at least I would say would probably be someone like Giannis, tall, lanky, athletic, like maybe doesn't even have to be a great shooter, but if Giannis can do what Giannis does night in, night out, I don't see why Wilt couldn't be as dominant,
and
because he
they got
also
trainers
like
now.
that's what
Even
I'm
like
saying with modern
yeah,
health and stuff,
That's
bro.
true.
Like training now compared to the '60s, we're talking about. Like,
for sure.
there's no way, bro.
For sure.
So I don't know.
Talent is talent.
That's true.
I don't know.
All right. Next player, Moses Malone.
Good old Moses. That's a tough one. Let
You
me
got
see
you
real
got
quick.
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, man.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault.
Like
My
that.
fault. My fault.
you're
My
you're a
fault.
crazy
I'm
troll. You know
sorry.
that, boy.
I'm sorry. My fault. My fault. My fault.
I didn't want to say anything, bro.
Yo,
Dibo almost had me. I was like, wait, is it
Yeah,
my
that's what I
headache,
thought
bro?
too. Because I clicked out to a different tab, bro. I was like, oh shit, what happened?
you're for sure.
You're a crazy troll.
I am for sure keeping this. I'm
Yeah,
for
bro,
sure
you gotta
keeping
want
this.
that.
I'm keeping this in the actual podcast,
Dude,
and we're
that's
gonna
too
roll with
funny,
it.
bro.
Nah, that's wild. You made that man
Oh
Where'd
disconnect,
our
man.
bro.
man go?
Alright.
Where's my co-host, man? Oh, there he
Yo,
is.
Hello?
man.
You guys can hear me now?
Yeah, bro, you
Yes.
muted yourself, dog.
I
Loud
did
and
not.
clear.
I did not. I was at
Nah.
the store and I didn't have time to charge my AirPods. And
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's tough.
That's what it was. Right, right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why I had to take them off.
okay.
No,
As I was
I'm
saying,
leaning towards Jokic. I said I'm leaning.
Moses Malone.
I said I'm leaning towards Jokic.
I am leaning towards Jokic too.
I think
I
we're just
mean,
too close to say it.
NBA champ, Finals MVP, 3-time MVP, 13-time All Star. Like
Let's be real. Jokic basically matches those accolades.
he is. Yeah, he definitely already has at least 2 to 3 of those. Two-time
He should have
MVP. He's
had
only
three.
down
He should have
one.
had three of those
He has
MVPs.
champ. He has Finals MVP. Like
He'll tie the All Star if he plays.
if he plays for, yeah, I mean, he's
X
already on
amount
the
of
path
years.
there.
Has
he passed him yet?
Yes.
I don't know.
This is where the accolades are close enough to me where I can go off talent.
Talent and skill.
And Jokic
alone.
is easily ahead of him.
I mean, I'm gonna have a different opinion. I'm going with Moses over Jokic.
I'll give you it.
I'm looking at the accolades he has, of course, the 3-time MVPs, the Finals MVP, where he swept the LA Lakers, and I believe the 82 or 83 Finals, had a great Finals as well.
Yeah, 83. Yeah.
Hello, you watched it live, didn't you?
I did watch live, bro. I watched it. No, it wasn't live. It was on tape delay.
On tape delay is crazy.
Don't forget about it. It was on tape delay.
He remembers like it was yesterday.
As I was saying, right, the MVPs, the Finals performances, and he's been to two Finals in his career during his prime with the 76ers, I believe. He won against the Lakers, and then with the Rockets, he lost against the Celtics in that series as well. But again, for a whole decade, right, when he from the late 70s to the 80s, he was consistently an all-star, all-NBA type player. He has all defensive accolades as well. And so with that being said, I'm going to lead towards Moses.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard for people like us to say because we never watched him,
Nah, Dibo did. What you mean?
I did Young Blood.
Yeah, but
Bro,
it's
Young
you
Blood is
gotta
crazy. Young Blood to
just
Young
Owen
blood
is
is
crazy.
wild.
I am the youngest one here.
You are the youngest one here.
man,
Yeah.
man, you young cats don't know about Moses,
By
man.
the way, hold on. By the way,
You young
happy
cats do
birthday to
not know
Owen.
about Moses.
Happy late birthday to Owen.
So
Appreciate it.
anyway, though, I don't know.
Check that shot.
I think I gotta go. I gotta go Jokic. I mean, he's down one MVP. Probably arguably could have been this past season. He could have tied him with the MVPs, but I think just kind of what we've been saying. It's really just up to however long he plays for, whatever he does. He can. He's been to the top, like I said. So it's really just what's he gonna do now that'll, put him above whoever. Um, I don't know. I think the accolades are there. Stats are probably pretty close most areas, at least looking here. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got to go Jokic, man, just because I feel like Jokic is the once in a generational type of talent. Not to take anything away from Moses, but it's like we really just don't know what Jokic is gonna do. So I think I got to lean towards him, but it's definitely a tough argument. Tough argument.
All
For
right.
sure.
Next player, David Robinson, aka the Admiral.
Give me the Admiral. Give me the
Big,
Admiral.
big spur, the first spur. Nah, second. I'll take that back. But Admiral, yeah, I think I gotta go. I gotta go Robinson, man, because that man, he was nice. Like, let me pull up real quick here. Give me 1 second.
Hey man, bro, he's like a Jokic as well. He was a very quiet player.
Yeah, I think
Never
that's
really
kind of
talked
a
that much.
Spurs thing, bro. Like, you go to San Antonio, you just lose your personality. Like,
Yeah.
The
Hey,
big
he's
old
gonna
San
have one v
Antonio.
two.
there's some big San Antonio women, man. They do something to you down there.
Bro, no, bro. No, bro. To the San Antonio, bro. To all
Shout
the
out
women in
Chuck.
San Antonio,
Wendy
I'm
will confirm
sorry.
the rumor.
Hey, we
we just heard
don't
that
need no
from NBA
harm,
Twitter.
man. We don't need no harm.
Shout out Chuck, man. But 2-time champ, man. 8-time all defensive, like rookie of the year, MVP, block champ in 92, 10-time all NBA, all rookie, defensive player of the year. I think I got to go with Robinson, man, just because nothing against Jokic, obviously. We know what Jokic can do, but Robinson's just another one of those two-way guys as he's going to deliver on both ends of the court at a high level every night. So I think I got to go to Admiral, man.
And I like to say a point, like when we're ranking Jokic within these all-time bigs, we gotta factor in the defense. And for a guy like Jokic, he's not a complete cone defensively, but when you're going up against the Kareems, the Shaqs, the Hakeems,
Multiple
the
time
David
defensive player of the
Robinsons,
years, like
bro,
yeah.
like Depoys,
You're talking
all
about
defenses
dudes
for like a
who
decade.
defensive player of the year, leading blocks and leading in scoring, like same year stuff. Like what Jokic is doing is crazy, and he has all off the charts advanced metrics and everything. But if we're looking at simply offensive, defense, all around game, who do I want for my basketball team? I think it's some of them are tough conversations, but like I said, in this case, I gotta go Robinson, man.
Who I want is 15. Who's better all time is the Admiral.
I agree, Matt. 100%.
There you
Why
go.
would
Couldn't have
you
said it
why would
better.
you want 15
There you
over David Robinson?
Do you not see what he's just been doing for the past 3 years?
Oh, David Robinson consistently led the Spurs to like 50+ win seasons for almost the whole entire decade
For sure.
in
But,
a harder conference.
But I think what that we're seeing right now in the NBA
It was a harder conference back then. Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry.
You're good. I'm saying I think that we've seen a lot of stuff, and David Robinson is a great offensive weapon. But when was the last time we saw this? The center being the catalyst for the offense. I mean, playmaking, setting screens. Like, wasn't Jokic like the most efficient player? Like by whatever crazy metric it was. It was like Boban Marjanovic was 1, Michael Jordan was 2, and then it was like
Jokic. No way. He just snuck Boban in there.
Boban is going there. Because think about it. Think about what he does when he's on the court. He literally gets every rebound, sets every screen, and then makes every layup.
I mean, if that were the case, Steven Adams would be the greatest man to walk the planet, bro.
I don't remember what stat it was, but that was the stat. That was the stat. But
Come on now.
swear. But it like and I think that's the thing that we're seeing is like everybody when they were going up against the Lakers or against the Heat, they were like, "Oh, Bam Adebayo is this all-world defender. AD is the best defender in the league." And like, what happened? Like Jokic did a 30-20-10 game, dominated in the finals, dominated in the Western
Swept the
Conference
Lakers
Finals.
in the conference finals.
Like you can stop players as a great defender, but when that dude is a catalyst, when he's playmaking and being the best playmaker in the league, when LeBron and Luka are playing, when he's also scoring 30 points a game effortlessly, like there have we seen an answer to Jokic defensively?
I don't think we have.
Exactly.
Rui Hachimura.
Exactly. And for me, that's why I would take him. That's why I would take 15 over the Admirals. Like I can do if I'm a GM, I can do what the Nuggets did. I can surround my star player.
I can build around it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
like
a lot easier. It's a lot easier to trade for the pieces once you already have the player that's the catalyst and the system, the trading for the system. That's why I'm taking.
Yeah.
Nikola.
Okay.
The big honey.
I agree with you on that.
Fair enough.
Big honey.
So, are we all saying David Robinson, or are there any
all time?
All
David
time,
Robinson.
I'm going with David. Robinson.
All time.
But if I'm wanting a player, I want Jokic.
Okay, fair enough.
That one might catch some heat, but it is what it is.
Hey, we'll see when them reels come out.
Hold up. You got any more names, Dibo?
I have a couple more.
Okay, go ahead.
Next one, Patrick Ewing.
Oh, Jokic.
I got Jokic, man.
I got Jokic as well.
Ewing never won a championship.
No hate to Ewing. I mean, arguably.
Hey, but has Jokic ever been a college basketball coach? Didn't
Owen.
Ewing was a horrible bro. Ewing was horrible at Georgetown. Bro,
shout out to Ewing.
Oh my god! Shut up.
Ewing was horrible at Georgetown. That's why they fired him this season.
Yeah,
absolutely trash.
Not a good look. Nah, but I think I got to go Jokic, man. I mean, if we're going like Matt said, all time, we're going off accolades, statistics alone.
This is one where Jokic wins.
Finals.
I'm a Knicks fan.
Champion.
Jokic. Come on now.
Finals MVP, 2-time most valuable player. Like, come on. And then, of course, you're gonna have folks saying, "Oh, Ewing had different competition. He ran into Jordan. He ran into Hakeem. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Ewing played in a much harder era.
Tougher era.
The players today, they're just soft.
No discredit to Patrick Ewing. I mean, again, one of the greatest centers we've seen. But like I said, you're going all time. We got to go off hardware. We got to go off stats.
No, hella disrespect to Ewing.
It's gotta be Jokic, man.
Hella disrespect to Ewing. With that said, I'm still taking.
With that said,
all right. Next one, Dwight Howard.
Oh, Jokic.
Yeah, I mean,
Prime Dwight was different, but
Prime Dwight was nice, bro. I think people sleep on it, but yeah, I mean, of course, they have the same amount of championships and everything now. They both won it, but Dwight was not the first option on that team,
or like the fifth option.
On the match? Oh wait. Oh
nah, the bubble Lakers.
The Magic on the finals.
Nah,
soon.
Prime Dwight was nice. I like Prime Dwight, but
wait, you're talking about the Magic not being in the finals, but they were in the finals back in 2009.
No, they won the finals, but they didn't win.
Oh yeah, okay, of course.
Yeah.
I
think I gotta go Jokic on that one, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, saying Jokic.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, 2 more, then we're gonna be done. Next one, Giannis, all time, not right now.
This I think is probably the most difficult decision that you have to make, other than 76ers fans, maybe
NBA. Those depoys.
That's the only thing that Giannis has on Jokic accolade-wise.
Yeah, that's true.
His defensive players.
I don't know, man. We're comparing like finals runs and what they did in their respective postseasons. I think Giannis edges Jokic out here.
Does he?
To be completely,
I feel like I was gonna say he had the fifth piece playing on he hyperextended his knee.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that
but
Bucks team was
the
definitely.
thing is Giannis
Yeah.
wasn't breaking records like Jokic was night in, night out.
I
I
don't
think
know.
we just
He
have to
wasn't
credit
breaking
that to their
records, but the
difference in play
dominance was there.
style, though. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
and
like we can like there are so many moments like I can't think back to like Warriors and Cavs finals. Like out like after 2016 to 2017, 18, there's not many memorable moments. I can think back a couple years and I can still like remember Giannis getting the Drew All Holiday alley oop where
Drew
CP3
Holiday
fouled him to
lob.
seal the game,
Yeah.
or the
I'm
block
Yeah.
on DeAndre Ayton.
Antetokounmpo
Block. Yeah.
throws
You
it down.
know what I'm saying?
Those were some of the most insane plays I've witnessed with my own eyes.
Bro, that Kawhi game winner against the Sixers.
That's
That's
like the
something.
greatest shot of all time up
That's
there.
something.
At least got to be top three.
I
That's a whole
don't think
different conversation, though.
It's up there.
Whole
I don't
different
think it's the
conversation.
greatest shot. It is up there for
That
sure.
playoff run is like one of the best playoff runs of all time by an
Yeah,
individual.
it
Yeah.
definitely was. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take Giannis just for you know what he's gonna give you. Now, granted, the shooting is obviously nowhere near Jokic, but we've seen that he doesn't need that to dominate at a high level and win at the highest level. So if we're comparing them strictly, hardware to hardware, I gotta go with two-way guy. He has Defensive Player of the Years, MVP, Finals MVP. You know, if you had to point out one weakness between the two, obviously it's Jokic's defense, Giannis' shooting, which is really gonna cost you more though if we're talking about playing in the finals though, because they're both gonna get a bucket, you know. But if I need one that I can reliably trust on defense, every single possession, give me one stop, I think I gotta go Giannis, man. Like I said, it's probably one of the
Yeah, but
hardest comparisons though.
okay. The stop thing, I understand what you're saying, but I also think Jokic's ability to get a bucket in crunch time is better than Giannis's.
It is. It is.
I'll give
So
you
There's a
that.
reason why like they give the ball like Chris Middleton usually runs the ball or runs the show the last 2 minutes.
yeah, a lot of Giannis's game comes in transition. In a set half court offense, like you're gonna have Giannis, like right, he'll get downhill, but when everyone collapses, he's a great finisher. But is he that good? Whereas Jokic, you can give him the ball anytime in those crunch time situations, and he can get you a bucket.
But
It's
yeah,
just it's what you want. It's what you want more. And for me, I would have to say Jokic, but I completely understand saying Giannis too.
no, I got Giannis.
All right.
I got Giannis.
All right.
Dibo, who you got?
I'm going with Giannis. When we look
I
at
live Nuggets
what
hater.
they've done, when we look at
Debo
what
can't
they've
win.
done, so when you look at let me talk, bro. Let me talk real quick.
Shut up.
When we look at what both Giannis and Jokic have done so far in their respective careers, Giannis, of course, I think his depoys that helps him out. Of course, I feel like me personally, I would edge out Giannis's postseason run over Jokic and what he did this year. Despite a little bit, it could go with either or, but I'm gonna go with Giannis there on that point. And like the all around game in general, for me, when I'm evaluating players all time, I go for the all around game and what they can do both on both sides of the ball. And for my top 10, it's based around all around players. Like my top 10 is mainly around all defensive players. And for my criteria, I have to go with Giannis here.
Understandable.
I get that.
So, Debo, would you say right now Jokic is the best player in the league?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Weebo.
Yeah.
W take.
Yeah. You can go like either or. It's kind of like a 1A, 1B scenario.
1A,
but
1B. That's what I was
I'm
gonna
going
say.
Jokic.
Hello, 1A Julius Randle, 1B Jokic.
All right, kick him out the call, bro.
Bro, like when we look at Jokic, when has he ever had a playoff disaster class? Like a bad series or even a bad game? Like, bro.
Yeah, even like like during this run, people were saying, air quotes, a bad game for Jokic has been still like almost historic numbers, bro, like triple doubles and stuff.
No,
Or the games where they force him to score. Man dropping 40 points in losses. Like, I don't think he's had like a bad postseason game.
No,
So.
And I wanna say that I looked on Bebo reference and I was going through his box scores with his playoff his playoff stats, and his worst game, it was actually his first game. The game one versus San Antonio back in 2019. He shot like 4 for 9, but even then he still put up a triple double. He had like 10, 14, and 14.
That's
Yeah.
such a Jokic stat line.
That's such a Jokic
That's
stat
his,
line.
if that's his absolute worst game,
I'm
a
taking that over a
triple-double?
lot, bro. I'm taking that over
Bro.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, like,
Oftentimes,
that's-
triple doubles are
that's
career games for
ridiculous.
people.
true. That's true.
Yeah. All right. You got more players, Dibo?
I
I
think you
got
said
one
that
more.
was
All
one
right.
more app.
I got one more. And so for the last player with this segment of Would You Rather All-Time Edition, Joel Embiid.
Oh,
All right,
Jokic.
man. All right, man. You know what you're doing with this, man. You're trying to what did Draymond say in that Warriors press conference? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get a controversial statement out of me. You know, I'm not gonna be fooled by this nonsense, man. Come on now.
And Embiid's an all-time center, right? Come on.
Who said that?
Embiid,
You think that?
Embiid did win an MVP. He's got an MVP in his belt. Right?
Okay, Charles Barkley got an MVP.
Derrick Rose
I'm
got an
sorry.
MVP.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what you're doing with that, man.
I,
Come on.
I was trolling. My bad.
You're trolling
My
like
bad,
usual.
My bad.
Come
I was
on, bro.
trolling.
How Debo had
Sorry.
me.
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
I thought Debo was gonna say Dirk.
Low key. Low key.
I did leave out Dirk for this.
I mean, are we counting Dirk as a
I
center,
was
like
waiting for
all-time
two
centers,
guys.
though?
I was gonna do only centers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if we start getting the power forwards, it's not the same
But I mean,
conversation.
he
bro.
said Giannis.
Giannis plays center though.
No, that's crazy,
Not play
Debo.
center.
I mean, yeah,
crazy.
no, he doesn't.
That's crazy.
My fault. No, I was BSing. My fault.
But
I wanted.
Giannis is
I
fine
wanted
because it's like a current
to.
player.
Yeah, it's like a current player, and like
Yeah, I give you
they're the
that.
top 2 players in the league right now. Though, so
I'll give it
that's
to you.
what I wanted. That's
Yeah.
why I added him to this list.
That makes sense. I mean,
Um,
like I said, like we said at the beginning, man, it's really just time is gonna tell because Jokic has a whole bunch of years ahead of him. Hopefully, hopefully the Nuggets stick with a good core, can get a little bit of luck like they did this year. I think the sky's the limit for what he can do. So it'll be fun to watch.
Hold up. Last question, and we'll get out of here. We used to bring questions to the pod like at the end where we would have like a little just shoot the breeze. So I brought one today.
Okay.
I was watching some baseball. Rare.
ooh,
Ooh.
And it reminded me that players have like intro songs when they go up.
Walk-up songs, yeah.
Walk-up songs. Yeah.
hmm
If you're an MLB player, what song are you putting? What song are you?
As my walk-up song,
Mhm.
the Black in Me wants to have something like rap R&B. The White in Me is playing something country or like rockish. I don't know. There's
You
too
guys
many
don't know
songs
this
to
because
choose
Austin
from.
No,
doesn't have his
bro.
camera on, but Austin's
No,
whiter
wait.
than me.
Wait.
Huh?
So that's a really weird
White-
thing.
What?
That's a really weird statement.
Dog, what words just came out your mouth, Matt?
Hey,
Say that again.
Man, what are you talking about? Right
Yeah,
now?
what are you on, bro?
I'm just trying to give our viewers some context because he doesn't have his camera on, but he was saying like the white in me, the black in me. They should know this dude in person is like sour cream.
Huh?
This is
absolutely false information.
I would not
Defamation
take that
of
with
character.
respect.
Come on now, Matt.
I would not take that.
No, I'm playing, of course.
That's a crazy joke.
No, but Austin, right? As a person who's like black and white, wouldn't you want a mix of both? And wouldn't the perfect guy for a walk-up song be Logic?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Drake.
Bro said
No,
Logic.
Logic.
Logic is wide, bro.
No,
Nah, I'm playing.
Logic.
I'm trolling.
Oh,
But
boy.
bro said want a mixture of both.
Yeah,
Shit.
Logic.
Why not Drake?
Oh,
It might have to be some Drizzy, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
honestly, you're
The
telling me
six
you're not
guy?
going 0 to 100?
Nah. It's got to be something that's like, come on, bro. I'm not even bringing like, I guess we've already brought race into this, but come on, man. Look at the demographic of baseball fans, bro. It's got to be some rock, man. It's got to be some rock.
Trying to like search and rescue right before you're at bat. Probably like crocodile.
Bro, search and rescue kind of bad, bro. I don't
Hey,
like search and
we
rescue.
about to start getting into Debo's hot music takes. Y'all got to go on that for a different episode, bro. But
That's a very mid song. I'll talk about my music taste. I don't
we
care.
know you will. We know.
I don't care.
This ain't no Red Rock shit.
Anyway, one walk-up song, bro. I couldn't even choose. There's too many like legendary, classic, timeless, whatever you want to say songs, bro. But I don't know. Something that's gonna get me turned like every time, every time. Turn up with a crowd and whatnot. Like, I don't even. There's too many songs out there, bro. I don't even know. Maybe if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go
Taylor Swift.
"Thunderstruck" by AC/DC.
Understood. That's a
I
good
love the Swift
choice.
song.
This man was
That's a good
like the most
that's a very good
streamlined
choice.
song I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
You said what? Owen?
Said the most like streamlined MLB song.
I didn't know you were such a big baseball fan, bro.
I've been to a few games in my day.
Oh, and what song are you
Mhm.
picking?
Nah, Matt, what song are you picking? I
yeah,
haven't thought about this.
He asked you first.
but I
he
haven't
asked the
thought about
question.
it.
He's answering last.
Matt-
Debo, what you
Matt-
picking, bro?
What am I picking?
Yeah,
Dreams and
no.
Nightmares.
dreams and
No.
nights to break it down. Like, dude.
No. I'm gonna actually go with the Drake song and a much older Drake song. That's gonna be Headlines.
Headlines. Yeah, okay,
Ooh.
okay. I'll give it to
Ooh.
you. That's a good
That's
one.
deep.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You had to play it.
I wasn't trying to play.
Oh, we gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Greatness. I don't know why I
Greatness.
keep showing
Well, I
Greatness.
can't.
Quavo.
I don't think that was long enough for it to get copyrighted.
I didn't see.
no,
I didn't
not
see
even a
your
second
phone
long
right
clip.
here.
So,
I knew it
I
wasn't going
see.
to clear up, so I kind of moved my phone.
hey man,
what's the song?
What you got, bro?
Greatness by Quavo.
Quavo's
Right.
Greatness.
Trust. Not a lot of people. I heard it on Travis Kelce's playlist, actually.
That's such a you response, Matt. That's totally something you would say.
No, but that song, that like literally before the last like set in the gym, like I'm like, okay, let's put that song on.
Hey man, we were just waiting on the one person who hasn't answered, so
oh dude, I don't know.
that's what I'm saying.
Last Friday
There's
night.
there's too many good songs.
Katy Perry got bangers though. I'm not gonna lie.
For real. Dude, I don't know, man.
Katy Perry better than Taylor Swift. Let's discuss. Let's debate.
Next
when we
episode.
go like peak for peak, bro. I'll bump
Peak for
Katy Perry
peak
more
is
than Taylor
crazy.
Swift. Bro,
I am
Katy
Swift
over
I'm
Tay-Tay?
taking
Dude.
Katy Perry.
dude.
Oh, you know what song? Here. This is a good walk-up song. The Ace of Spades by Motorhead, dude.
Ace
I haven't heard it.
Spades. I'll give it to you.
Play it real quick.
Nah, dude,
No.
you don't want to get covered. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I feel like that's a good walk-up song.
That's a good one. Cause
Matt, go listen to that when you're
Yeah.
going to hop off the pod.
Okay. Hold on. What's the name of it?
I'll play
Ace of
I'll
Spades
play
by
after the-
Motorhead.
I'll cue it.
I'll play it after the episode's over.
You'll see the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, one more question for me though. One more question for me since we're pretty much done with this.
Shoot.
Are y'all going to the parade on Thursday?
course.
Or no?
Hell yeah, I'm
If it
gonna be
was
there.
on Friday, I would be there. But I got stuff on Thursday.
I know
going.
you're not about to not call out of work.
I got school.
I know you're not about to miss. You're not about to not miss school.
I got school.
Broker associate program. Look at my man getting to the bag,
Okay.
man.
Yes, sir,
Hey,
Matthew.
come on.
Getting to
Hey,
the bag.
Any lunchroom debates supporters. You want to sell your house? I'll do it for a reduced commission.
What shameless plug. That's
We
crazy.
gonna-
Contact Alex Kishinevsky.
Hella using my
Alright.
coffee.
Alright, y'all.
Facts.
It's been fun, bro.
All right.
It's been
Alright.
fun. No, thanks for having me on the
This
show
is a
today.
banger,
I'll have to
man.
drop by
Hey.
sometime soon. You know what I'm saying?
Lovely debut.
Thank
A
you. Thank
lovely
you.
Bro, this
Thank
is
you.
a beautiful episode. I'm
You might
not
win
gonna
Rookie of
lie.
the Year.
This was a fun
Hey,
one.
I'm doing my best, man. I love to be back on the show sometime with y'all and, shoot the shit. So thank y'all for having me.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
We'll see you, man.
Yup.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they say at
man.
Chick-fil-A. My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Hey, y'all.
All
All
right.
right.
Peace,
Yeah.
boys.
Later, y'all.
No. And also, follow us on social media, YouTube, IG, and TikTok with the handle @LunchroomDebates. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. We just hit 5K on TikTok, 1K on IG, and we're getting closer and closer to 200 subscribers on YouTube. So we thank y'all so much for the support. Thank you. And with that being said, we're gonna sign off, man. Peace.
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 Later.